That's not what I wanted to do. I accidentally closed the game. I was refreshing real quick, so let's see how long it takes to reload. But in the meantime, go out to the stream. Go out to the stream. Do a quick check here to make sure. Go out to the stream. Do a quick check here to make sure. You guys all here with me? Can do a sound check from you guys too. To make sure.
Yeah, hello.
You guys all here with me? Can do
Hey
a
there.
sound check from you guys too. To make sure.
Yeah, hello.
Brown dog in the house.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, hello.
Brown dog in the house.
All right, we have everybody. Let's get this thing going. Hey, what do you say?
Runner up the mizzenmast, mate.
Oops. That would have been bad.
Were we starting, DM, or did I lose connection here? Were we starting, DM, or did I lose connection here? Were we starting, DM, or did I lose connection?
Why am I hearing you 3 times?
Yeah, I heard it echo a bunch too.
That's because somebody's watching the stream and it's getting fed back into my open mic. So I think it is Baron.
Me.
Yeah, because you got a hot mic, because I can hear everything in your background. So whatever's coming up over the stream gets rolled back into me.
Okay, well, there's nothing.
Is
There's
somebody's
nothing rolling into the stream except for my wife and the
Are you
air
watching
filter that I have here.
Are you watching
I'm
the
not
stream?
watching anything.
You're not watching the stream? Okay. Somebody watching the stream
Excuse
is causing it to get fed back
Excuse me.
into
It's on the cat toy.
to get fed. Yeah, it's like I said, it's
Thank you.
coming through my earphones, so I don't know who's watching the stream that's causing it, but somebody is watching the stream, causing it to feed back into the game. So
Looks like Def has got a constant.
yeah, it's,
Great.
yeah,
Green
yeah,
ring.
it's- yeah. Daft is got a hot mic, right? So it's like we can hear everything in the background. We can hear all the noise and everything.
Yeah,
so-
he needs to learn to mute.
Is he there?
yeah, he's here. Baron.
I know, but I mean, is it desk at the desk?
I'm sitting here at my fireplace.
Right. So what I'm saying is we hear static coming and we can look on Discord and it shows you are lit up like you're talking all the time. It's like you're going to have to
Well, let me go
find a
turn
way
this
to-
down then.
need to find a way to like do push to talk or something on your.
Okay, let me go see my Discord settings. It was too good to be.
Yeah, now it's no longer. I muted him just. I just did a
Okay,
test.
input volumes dropping.
Anyway,
Okay,
like I
good.
said, we could just. I don't know why it's coming through. It might be that it's picking it up on Discord and then it channels it through. So it doesn't have to be the stream, but if he hears me talking and we're getting feedback from him coming back to me, then it's going to go back through that way. So I can still hear it, but it's really faint in the background. But yeah, you need to see if you can do
All right, let me go. Let me
push to
go bump
talk
it
in your
down
settings.
again.
Excellent.
It has nothing.
You
It
need,
has nothing to do with your input and stuff, right? I mean, it can, right? You can put it really, really low, but I'm just saying if you go to your audio and settings and go push to talk, so every time you talk, you just have to hit the space bar or whatever. But I mean, that's
or
definitely
you,
better.
Or mute the Twitch
or mute
feed.
your mic. Yeah, or mute your
I don't
mic.
have Twitch up.
Yeah, so saying he's not. I'm sorry. What's happening is he's hearing me talk, but it's loud enough through his system to come back so that we're getting that feedback from him, right? So we can hear his background. So he's hearing me talk, we're hearing me talk to him on his system, so it feeds back through and gets picked up by OBS to transmit out. So anyway, it sounds better now, so I think we're okay.
He's not
But-
constantly transmitting now, so
Yeah, like he turned his volume down for us, I think it was. So anyway, we can play with it a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely 1,000% better, whatever you did, Daft. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, because ordinarily ordinarily what it's been is you weren't able to hear me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, but we think we got it good. I think we're solid, and let us talk about the game. Welcome everybody. Sorry for the delayed start there. I was doing some last minute prep. Hopefully, I prepped enough for tonight's session. If you're new here, welcome. If you haven't yet, push that follow button. Please do so. Hit the little bell thingy so that you get notified whenever we go live. It used to be we automatically broadcast out to the Twitterverse, but for whatever reason, they have since removed that functionality from OBS. Imagine there's a plug-in somewhere on the planet that we can use. But anyway, hit that button so that you can see when we are live. But I want to welcome everybody to tonight's episode of Agora Quest 21 Shots. We are winding up our campaign. I can pretty much guarantee that tonight won't be the last session, but it should be the next to last session. So I am assuming that we are going to finish up next week. And if you guys would give me just a second, I have real life just stepped in the room and is asking me a question, so I will be right back. All right, I'm back. What's that? Yeah, everybody on the interwebs can see me.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, you just gotta get right about here.
hello.
There she is.
Hello.
Yeah, she's like, "Can everybody see you?" I said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on the interwebs." So yes, they can see us. So anyway, so for those that have not had it happen, somehow, and this is kind of funny, but it's not funny. Somehow we think it was my grandson because I had my grandson this weekend. He's like 19 months or 20 months or whatever he is now. He loves to play with his mom's phone and stuff, and so somehow he got on my wife's phone, because my daughter was trying to text my wife, and so my wife opened it up and she was trying to look at it, and somehow he got it and was messing with it, because this is the only way we can figure how it happened. but my wife Venmoed $3,600 to a friend of hers.
Oh,
And the only thing we can think of is that he was just pushing on buttons and somehow he hit the magic key and wound up, because otherwise, somehow, some way, somebody through my wife's app Venmoed a friend of hers that amount of money. So we immediately went in and like changed every password on the planet that belonged to her and all that stuff. And then fortunately, it was a friend of hers that yeah, exactly, right. She didn't even give me that much, Ronnie. So yeah, so fortunately, the money was Venmo to a friend of hers, that she just called up and says, "Hey, I got this email. Is it on yours too?" And she's like, she looked in her account and says, "Holy cow, you sent me $3,600." And I'm like, "No, we didn't. Somebody did, but we did not."
we did, but we didn't want
Yeah,
to.
but we didn't. Exactly. So I
just
really,
hit random keys to make Forge work.
yep. So I don't know. We really don't know. I mean, to me, it's just so, like, he had to hit the Venmo. He had to select the right person. He had to push the buttons for the amount. And it's like, I don't know how it happened. So it's, to me, Occam's razor, right? So whatever is the simplest explanation is he did it. But that being said, it's kind of still one of those ones that I don't trust. So we're going to send the money back. And then we, like I said, we went in and updated all of her passwords. And I gave her like a 36 character and special character password that she'll never remember. So she's got to type it
Right.
in. Like, so, but anyway, that was the fun we had this weekend. But let's get back to the game. I want to welcome everybody. As I said, tonight will probably be the next to last episode, because there probably should be one more episode. Unless the characters all kill themselves, in which case then tonight could be the last game, but who knows?
Entirely possible.
Yep. But before all that, as I said, if you're a follower of the stream, don't forget to get your tokens. If you've got those tokens available, trade them in for Nat 1s or Nat 20s for the particular player that you favor, or me as your DM, of course. If you want to continue to help support the stream, for every 100 bits that you cheer, you can get a +1 bonus to your favorite player, and they can carry that over from stream to stream, because that's your hard-earned coin. And if you're going to do that, I'm going to allow them to carry that over from stream to stream, as opposed to the Nat 1s and 20s, which are good for tonight's game only. And as we sit here speaking, Deglin, you have a +5 available. Baron, you have +10. Nephron,
Hey.
Ronnie, and Varys, you all still have +1, and Zadkill has +4. Has Zadkill shown up yet tonight? I don't see.
He was typing, but he wasn't.
Oh,
actually
there he is.
in-
Yep, there he is. Yep, he joined us. I didn't hear him join. So usually you can hear the person pop in. So anyway,
Yeah, what's up?
what's up, buddy? Appreciate you
What's
being
up?
on us Friday, but that's okay. So anyway, so yeah, so that's what we have there. And oh yeah, also if you want to help support the stream in a big way, of course, we're always accepting subscriptions. But if you're not one of those people that likes to resubscribe and all that, or you don't want to go through the hassle of going through to say, hey, I've subscribed, but now I don't want to subscribe anymore, easy peasy, go to our tip page, or tip jar. I mean, if you go to our homepage, there's a little thing that says tip jar. Click on that. It'll take you to a link, and you can donate whatever you want. And we will get that, and it goes right back into the stream. Every penny that you guys put into the stream goes right back into the stream in some way, shape, or form, whether it's hosting services, content that we get, whatever. It all goes right back into it. And I like the tip jar especially because Twitch doesn't get their grubby little fingers in it. It's all between you and the payment provider, i.e. PayPal takes like a 1.3% or something like that, or 1.8%. So whatever you tip, 1.8% of that goes as a processing fee. The rest goes right to the content provider, as opposed to Twitch that takes like 50 or 60% or 50 or 40%, depending upon what level of a Twitch content creator you are. And we're the 50% group. We're not up there with the partners or anything like that. So anyway, highly encourage you to do that if you want. It's a one-time thing, obviously, so we definitely appreciate all of that. And last but not least, don't forget to check out the Greyhawk Creatives page. You can just do the ! socials, as was so adequately what's the word I'm looking for, demonstrated by our very own Lando. !socials will get you all the cool stuff, where to go, what to see, what to view. Encourage you guys all to check all of that out. And with that, our party has been chasing Ayus through the plains trying to catch him, but the last stop has been the Citadel Cavidius, which is Vecna's own little demi-plane of dread. And he has it's essentially a huge town built in a skull-like environment. The whole shape of the place is like one giant skull. His castle looks like a giant upturned hand. And you can see that the four fingers and thumb form the entirety of his palace. It sits on like the base is like a giant hand, and then there's like 5 total towers that stretch upwards that represent the fingers. The middle finger, stretching higher than the rest, is a rather sizable black tower, as opposed to the other that are sort of a bonish white. And so our party arrived. They had a welcoming party, which they quickly dispatched. They moved their way through town, had a couple of strange encounters, including a young girl who demanded that the party take her with them. But before they could get too much information, all they learned was that she had had visions and that she knew all of them held remnants of Vecna on their personages, and that they would survive. She saw them standing over Vecna's dead body, and so she demanded that they take her with them. But before, as I said, they could get too much more information, they were interrupted by City Watch, and the Watch dismissed the party while they went after her. And they say if they catch her, she is going to be executed immediately on the gallows in this town square. So the party continued their way. Yeah, the party continued their way.
She didn't make it.
Right. The party continued their way through town, and they were ambushed by a remnant group of Ayuz's forces, which destroyed an area of a marketplace with a massive fireball. Fortunately, the party was able to escape much damage, and were able to eviscerate the remnants of the ogres and warriors that were behind, and the magic users that were left behind, thanks to Deglin's quick acting spell, which literally sliced through all of the ogres. And so the party.
Did you find his body? Did we find his body?
Whose body?
The big guy.
No. They disappeared on the around the corner. The last 2 apparently. But with that, as I explained last week, in order to get us to where we want to be tonight, and to get us where we want to, at least set the scene for where we want to be tomorrow or next week, hoping to finish up this little bitty campaign. A little bit of a fast forward is going to be necessary. And the reason for that is because the actual Palace of Vecna contains about 5 levels, and then there are each one of the towers that contain like 3 or 4 levels themselves. Let's see, I'm looking here. There's 4th level for the actual palace itself, and as I said, the palace itself is in sort of a hand type. Yeah, so there's at the 5th level, there are several sets of steps One goes to each of the 4 bone-like fingers, and then one actually goes up to what I'm going to effectively call the Black Tower. And so, like I said, that is why there's so much. This thing could go on for another like 6 sessions, to be honest with you, if we wanted to continue through every way. But I am going to sort of move us to where I think we can then work tonight's episode, get to where we want to be, and then the ultimate would be next session, which is coming next week. So as long as you guys are all on board with that, we can get into tonight's session if we so desire. If not, we can always come back next week and talk about it, but it's up to y'all. So is that acceptable to everybody? In order to, like I said, we wanted to get through tonight, and then next week would be our final session for this particular campaign. So
Yep, sounds good.
I'm okay because I put my new game starting in September, so I'm okay.
No worries. No worries at all.
Okay,
So
I'm back. What did I miss?
Everybody got a holy sword except the people that weren't here. So sorry. I apologize. You're probably just gonna have to borrow one from somebody from now on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it really looks good on my hip, but I can't really use it.
You know, it's the threatening. You know what I mean?
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
But now I look less like a magic user.
Yeah. All right. So, with that being said, we are going to get into Gandalf Baron. There you go. Oh, it's still not loaded. Hang on. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing music. So, right before the stream started, I was doing something. I said, "All right, I got it finished." And instead of opening up a new tab to do what I want to do, I accidentally clicked the home button on the game screen from my DM view. And so it's been sitting here the whole time. I've been talking for the last 15 minutes or whatever the case may be, and the page still never loaded. So I have to refresh it. So hopefully it will load and we can get into the game. That being said, our party, having seen the tower, you can tell from inside there's smoke coming out several of the windows on the various floors and the various stories. There's lightning flashes and rumbling thunder as if there is a massive storm going on the inside of the palace itself. There are soldiers and common folk running about the place as if the entire place is in a utter state of chaos. And you guys managed to sneak your way into the palace of Vecna, more or less joining the throng of people that are running about. And my page is loading. Nobody breathe. Nobody move. All right, let me do this. Let me see if this loads. Yay, my page loaded. All right, this is the only reason that I needed it. I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go here. And which one was it? What was this one? Yeah, that's it. Okay, there we go. As you guys are gazing upon the palace and everybody running around, you manage to sneak your way into... Yeah, my internet's too fast. Thanks, Ron. You manage to sneak your way into the palace of Vecna. And as I said, the lower level is about 4 to 5 stories of a huge structure completely made of this bone type. It looks like bone, literally like bone. At least that's the color and the view of it as you're looking at it. It forms a huge base structure where the palm of the hand and the wrist and stuff is. That then at the top of the base structure, there are then 5 towers stretching upwards, forming the shape of a hand. The 4 minor towers, as I'll call them, have sort of the same bone white look, and you can see there's the occasional window up on the towers and whatnot. But inky blackness comes from within. You can't really see anything through those windows, although there is the occasional blast and a flash coming from behind some of the towers, as well as the windows on the lower main structure, what I'll call the hand of the palace. But you guys managed to work your way over the past 2 hours or so. You have managed to work your way slowly into the upper levels of the palace. Eventually, you find yourselves in a large room on the 5th floor of the palace. And as you get up those stairs, you can see that there are long hallways leading to the corners of the structure, which then have stairwells going up to the 4 minor towers. And there is a giant sweeping set of stairs that leads up to the Black Tower. The Black Tower itself is the tallest of all of them, stretching easily 100 to 200 feet higher than the 4 minor towers. It's like Vecna's got this massive middle finger flipping everybody off. That's how high it is, but it sort of the upper parts of it sort of disappear into the clouds that are hanging above the city. But as I said, you can see the occasional flash of light, like lightning flashing in the clouds and a booming thunder. But you all instantly recognize the difference between normal thunder and that is caused by the clashing of some rather powerful arcane magics. And so you stand, and part of this is going to be theater of the mind. And we get to a certain point, I do have some maps that I just literally copied right out of the book. So there's nothing fancy, but I did manage to put some walls on there, so at least we see the shapes and stuff. But that being said, you find yourselves in this huge round room with hallways leading off to the east and west to go to the 4 smaller towers, or the grand sweeping staircase that begins to lead up into the Black Tower. What do we want to do? Anybody?
Well,
Well, I think they've got it under control. Let's all just go home.
Is there a clear entrance, DM?
Better all the time.
Yes, there is.
Well,
So you guys you are actually in the tower, right? And so you're in the lower half of the building that forms the hand part and hand and wrist. So you guys are on the highest floor of that piece. And so it is a clear giant stairwell that leads up into the Black Tower. And then on this level, there's some hallways. And at the ends of the hallways, there are staircases leading up into the White Towers, the minor towers.
So when she saying the sword was in the Black Tower?
I believe she did, yes.
Well, we want to
Black Tower it is.
We want to go there and try and get it at least.
Okay.
Yep.
That's probably where an evil wizard would hang out.
I mean, we're gonna run into one or both of them sooner or later, anyway.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
All right. So, first of all, as you begin moving up the stairs, each one of you has a piece of Vecna that you received, if you will, or found while you were in the Adytum, right?
Quick, just so you know, John, you were given a nat 20 by Trainer Viewer.
Nice. I like it. See, people do love me. All right. Thanks, Excel. Appreciate it, man. All right. DM gets a nat 20. All right. So, I know each of you has an item because you needed it to get through the magic wards and stuff in the Adytum. What I need to do now before we get any further is I need to know who has what item as we go. So I know we have them recorded. I know Nephron, I think you took the first one, didn't you? The scalp?
I got the sculpt. Yep, that's what I got.
All right. So do we have those recorded down on which items we had somewhere, and do we record who's got them? If not, we just record them and then everybody can claim one.
I have the
Probably
right eyeball.
All right. So Deglin has the right eye.
I have a finger.
I honestly didn't write down who had what.
Okay.
But I think I have a hand or a wrist.
All right, you have the hand.
Yeah.
Varys has the hand. Ronnie, do you recall which item which you had?
I do not, DM.
All right, so we're going to give Ronnie the heart. Ronnie has a shriveled up heart. And the other one, I believe it was either a thumb or it was the stomach. I can't remember if you guys found the stomach or not.
No, I have 2 fingers written down and a set of teeth.
Yeah, I don't think
that's right. Okay. All right. So Zadkiel has the teeth. All right. So, and Ronnie has the other finger. I thought you guys found the heart, but you're right. It was the other finger. So Ronnie has the finger number 2. We're going to give Ronnie the middle finger.
There you go.
And then Baron is going to have the index finger. And I only want that because it doesn't play like a huge role, but it does, in a sense, have a little bit of a role in this portion of the adventure. So,
that's the
everybody knows already the thumb's the most important appendage.
I believe so too. But as you guys move your way to the stairs and you begin to move your way up, you hear a clattering coming from the stairway. And as you watch a human figure dressed in plate armor dragging a rather sizable broadsword behind him is staggering down the stairs. He slams into the walls as he's coming down into view. You can see hanging about his neck is a symbol that you recognize very well as the god Pelor. As he stumbles down the stairs, suddenly you can see that most of his side of his face is missing, almost as if it was ripped off, leaving nothing but skull and bone to be viewed. He crashes to the floor and comes clattering down, gurgling, barely able to breathe, as his windpipe appears to be partially severed as well. As he's gurgling and whispering, and he sort of reaches his hand out towards Zadkiel, and it's like, oh.
Is there anything I can do for him?
As you look at him, you feel that he is not long of this earth, but he's reaching towards Zadkiel, And as Zadkiel just stands there and does nothing, his arm begins to move to anybody who will listen as he's sort of gurgling his last words.
Ryan's gonna lean down close to him to make sure he can hear what he has to say.
The sword. I was seeking the sword of Cass. It is the only thing that can stop him. But remember, Vecna is supreme.
And he drops his arm and collapses dead at your feet.
All right, check him out. What was the sword that he had? It's not definitely not Costa's sword, but
He's some sort of it's a broadsword, it appears to be. Pretty long. It's a little longer than normal broadsword, so it's pretty hefty. The guy himself is a little taller, so maybe it's a handcrafted one that's a little longer, but it's in good shape. Beat up a little bit, but it's still in good shape. The guy himself wears eviscerated plate armor. It's like whatever armor he was wearing just looks like it has been ripped and beat to shreds. Hey, Chantel, how you doing? So yeah, pretty much nothing that you can see is salvageable. Maybe the sword's probably salvageable. It's not like it's serviceable. You know what I mean?
Is he still alive?
yeah.
He is not. He has died.
Can I spare the dying?
No, there's no spare the dying that I know of. Ray's dead, but that would be a bad thing.
Okay. Did I sense evil off of him?
You did not. He is wearing a symbol of Pelor, and you sensed nothing but holy righteousness emanating from his personage.
I say, well, we should probably bury him or give him rights. And I look at.
I can do rights. I can do rights
You're gonna give him rights right here, right now?
if I can do it quickly. Yeah.
I want to muffle through his pockets.
Okay. Rifling through his pockets, you do find a little bit. He has a couple of gems and like, I'm gonna say a dozen gold coins, but nothing like pretentious. His holy symbol is made of silver, so that might fetch something.
Grab it. And I also, just give him last rites to set him
Right.
on his way to his god.
All right, so you find 2 ruby gems, each one worth 100 gold. You find 12 gold pieces, and as you take his holy symbol off, you see there's an inscription on the back that says Leviticus.
Would I know what that is?
Go ahead.
Did you
Probably
read?
Bible Belt.
Did you read that treasure to me?
Yeah, 12 gold and 2 rubies, 100 gold each. And a silver holy symbol to Pelor that has the word Leviticus inscribed on the back.
How is Pelor to Saint Cuthbert? How is that?
Pelor is actually a major god of good. He actually is in the hierarchy of deities. Pelor is a greater god, whereas Saint Cuthbert is actually a lesser god. So Pelor has a huge presence in Greyhawk. He's like one of the main temples in Greyhawk. Zadkiel, you and actually Deglin, that since you run in the clerical circles, you recall that there was a rather well-known and faithful servant of the Church of Pelor named Leviticus, but you've never met him, so you don't know if this is him or maybe it's just somebody like autographed his holy symbol or something. You don't know.
All right.
Okay.
But he was a righteous paladin in his own right, dedicated to serving Pelor.
So, in his last rites, I don't call out to Jeskar. I call out to Pelor for his service.
Okay, that's fair.
I call out to Saint Cuthbert and say, 2 can share.
as you are praying, you once again realize that you are unable to touch your normal lines of divine power, right? You just don't feel it, right? You know it, you understand it. You've done this 1,000 times, but as you're praying, you just don't feel that connection to your deities any longer. But
Do I
that
feel
being
the
said,
urge of stealing or something?
what's that?
Do I feel the urge of stealing now or something?
No,
Oh,
no.
am I still a paladin?
You are technically still a paladin, and it doesn't really affect you as much as it does the clerics, because the clerics can't touch their deities, therefore they can't get any spells higher than 3rd level spells. So I don't think Zadkiel has to worry about that because all of his spells are
Okay,
less
I
than
thought you were
3rd
trying
level.
to tell us that we lost our godship or something.
No. You just can't feel it. When you're praying, you always have this sense of the divine filling you. You don't get that here. It's like this domain is blocking your ability to contact your gods.
So we don't feel abandoned. We just feel like we're not able to.
Correct. You're not able to
Yeah.
get to them, but you're not abandoned or anything like that.
Okay.
We're just cut off.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Cut off. So,
Well, let's go see what's up the stairs.
are you sure? Just kidding. All right.
I'm not
As
sure of
you
anything in this place, but let's go with it.
All
Yep.
right. As you move up the staircase itself, as you move up into it, light begins to disappear because even though it's a wide stair that goes up, it is like inky black. But eventually, at the top of the stairs, you guys come into what is the first level of the tower. And I added, you know what I forgot to do? Let me do something here real quick. Sorry. Originally, I had all the maps completely wide open, and I said, no, let me draw some maps on there. And so what do? I don't go in and turn on the turn on this here. Save changes. There we go. Now it's going to be black for everybody.
Changes.
Yep. Give me just a second. And I reset the fog of war, and now I have to put in a little light for you guys here. So, let me drop the light bulb
I'd
here.
rather stay here and curse the darkness.
Okay.
While it's dark, I'm gonna swing my sword. No, I'm just kidding. Oops, sorry. That was Deglin.
Shield caught it. It's all right.
Why is this not giving me?
It's okay. You're safe. I caught it with my neck.
It's not giving me my. Oh, there it is. It's like, where is the color choice at? I don't want black.
It gives you nothing. You must pay for it.
It's weird that it's not. Got my light. Got the color.
You know, the real star of this game is Forge.
Yeah. It's weird though that
I
it's
think
not.
that's the reason why people tune in to see it, just to
Yeah.
watch Forge work.
Oh gosh, this is just getting to be.
Or not work, as its case may be.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not even. I'm like, I have the lighting here, token vision, right?
Do we all need to refresh?
No, you shouldn't have to. Don't do that. I'm going to try to do.
I'm keeping my hands away from the computer. I'm just afraid to touch anything here.
Yep, I may just go back to what I was doing, and because I dropped a light on there and it's not like showing anything. It's like, all right, all my walls are there, and but it's not giving me the the vision that I wanted. So I am just going to screw that and take off this. So yeah, I'm not even going to worry about it because for some reason it's not letting me even add a light. Well, it let me add a light source, but it didn't illuminate anything. So what the hell? So as you guys get to the top of the stairs, you can see that there are several doors. So as you come around, you can see there are several doors. 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then there's one in the middle of the hallway. Each one of these squares, by the way, is 10 feet. So you can see that there is a central column about 20 feet around with a door in the middle of it, and then there is sort of this half moon hallway that you can see that has several doors in it as well. The entire place here is sort of a dull black stone. The doors themselves are all of this whitish bone-like material that you saw the other towers were made of, but the walls themselves are of the blackest of black stone.
Any light?
No, the entire place is dark up here. There is no light illuminating anything. Every so often you can hear the rumbling of like a sonic boom going off that causes the floor to vibrate slightly, and ever so light amount of dust sort of flickers down.
Any writing on the doors?
No, none of the doors appear to have any writing on them whatsoever.
Okay. Well,
Let's check the column door first.
somebody want to make some light? I mean,
I have
we
a
have
lantern, right?
yeah, we have continual light lanterns, so, right?
Yep.
So,
Let's whip that out.
Okay. So you guys can all see the map though, so it's not that big of a deal. But the light from the lantern illuminates around, and everything is as I described. You can see this black stone with white bone-like doors.
well, we know what we're looking for. We just don't know where it is.
Exactly.
So, do we want to just check the doors on this floor and then see if the middle is like a staircase or something?
Yeah, let's check the middle one first and then go from there.
All right. Going to the middle one first. Okay. As you get to the door, go ahead and if you want to give me a check or something like that.
Yeah, I'll check it for traps, I guess.
Since we're in complete darkness here,
You're not
Baron's
anymore.
going to... Oh, you know what happened?
No, that's what I said. You guys have lanterns that give off continual light, and Zadkiel pulled out one of his lanterns.
Oh, okay, even better.
So as you are investigating this, Varys, you find that the door doesn't appear to be trapped, but it has some sort of a magical shield covering the door.
Well, might need some kind of key, or we might have to play with our, you know what,
Baron is rolling up his sleeve and going for that wand of negation.
Or that.
Well, we could check these rooms in case there's somebody in or something in there with a key or whatever.
Yeah, we can try that. We also don't want to leave any enemies behind us. Any more than there are already.
Yeah, we could just kill them all.
Well, I mean, a lot of them are probably busy here with the eye users. But,
I mean, do these doors, now that I can see what's going on, do they look like prison doors?
No, they look like just regular doors, but like dungeon doors or whatever you want to call them, but they're made of like a bone-like material.
I mean, we are in Vecna's palace, so,
Check all the doors. Verify they're
Yeah.
all locked.
Let's start with one to the northeast. Then
Okay.
that's right. I had no idea what in or around them anyway.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation on this door as well, please.
Alright.
You find that this door is not trapped, nor does it appear to be locked.
Alright. I look at Declan or his head shield, and I turn invisible.
Okay. Varus is invisible. Deglin?
I'll detect evil in front.
So you can you detect evil coming from everywhere. In fact, it's such a rather strong presence of evil that you can't tell where it's coming from because it's coming from everywhere at once. But as you open the door,
pick Deglin up off the floor.
as you open the door, it opens into sort of a trapezoidal shaped room. It looks like the far wall bends around the outer edge of the tower. Inside, it's a well appointed room with several comfortable couches and divans and chairs and whatnot. It looks to be like dare I say, a waiting room of some kind. And inside this room, you can see that there are maybe 8 or 10 people. Some of them look human, others look more undeadish. Like as you look over at one, you could see that it looks almost like I don't want to say a zombie, but something like similar to a zombie as he kind of looks over in your way and his eyeballs half hanging out and his face has been ripped down like a massive claw, like a bear clawed down his face all the way down half his body. He sort of turns over and looks at you, and then he looks back away. Every one of them in here looks to be, I don't know, uneasy, a little bit nervous, maybe. The room itself is actually illuminated with a massive bright light set into the center of the ceiling, and it casts light throughout the entire room. However, there are several portions of the room that even though the light spills in that direction, it's still heavy with thick shadow. But it doesn't look like it's big enough for anybody to sit in or be hidden in or anything like that. But it's just sort of the way things are here. But yeah, as you sort of look, you can see that some of the humans are wearing similar robes to the wizards and whatnot that you encountered that were vassals of Vecna in the Adytum. You can see they wear similar type robes. Their arms and hands appear to have that same emaciated look, unable to see their faces as they're shrouded in deep shadow with their hoods sort of pulled over them. They sort of turn their heads slightly in your direction, but then almost as if they're afraid to see who it is, they turn their heads back. So a very strange sight indeed. But fortunately, they don't all
Do I
jump
feel
up
like
and
they're
run at you.
nervous or shy or
That it looks
scared?
to you like they are maybe a little bit nervous.
I look at Deglin. Maybe we should introduce ourselves properly.
I'm not thinking that they're going to really appreciate us right now, but why would they be all sitting here waiting? Anyway, I'm assuming that we're speaking out loud here, right? So they see. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them though, trying to gauge a reaction based on the words we're saying.
One of the vassals of Vecna sort of turns. Shh.
Did he just shush?
He just
I
shushed
think
you.
we should move on.
I agree. It looks waiting room. Let's just leave them waiting.
Yeah, let them wait. That's okay.
Close the door again, and then
Let's go to the next door.
Okay.
A very odd place this is.
What are they doing? Just wandering?
No, they're just sitting on these large divan couches and stuff. It's like a waiting room.
Well, our characters did Castle Amber, right?
Yeah.
Is it something like that?
I don't know, maybe.
I think it's the DMV.
Yeah.
Okay. The library, because they want us to be quiet, but yeah.
There weren't any
All right.
beds in there, were they?
Let's move on and figure it out later.
Well, there were what, Baron?
Beds.
No, there were no beds. They're just sort of couches and lounge chairs.
Bookcases?
No.
That's hard for me to see between the guys with the armor.
Okay. As you get to the second door, it is exactly like the first. No distinguishing marks or anything upon it.
It seems strange to me.
Check for traps.
Okay.
You see if it's locked.
It does not appear to be locked. Nor does it appear to be trapped.
All right, I'll give it an open.
You open the door and you see a room much like the one you just gazed upon. In fact, if you didn't know any better and you weren't looking at the other door being closed, you would swear you were looking into the same room, although the occupants are significantly different. Here, seated alone in a chair, sitting upright, almost noble in stature, both feet on the floor, hands on his knees, you can see a creature wearing black plate armor with spikes coming off at the shoulders. He has a high helmet on with the visor that normally would be down, pulled up. But as he turns his head, you definitely can see that he is an undead creature of some sort. As he just looks in your direction, sort of turns his nose up slightly and looks the other way. There are other creatures in here as well. There are some skeletons that are standing resolutely over in the corner, just standing there as if they were guarding the space that they're standing on. But last but not least, there are some more human-looking folk, although these appear to be normal humans, but the humans themselves are all sort of crouched down, and you can see that they're visibly shaking, whether in fear or anger, hunger, you aren't sure. But indeed, they are discomforted in their position with these other creatures in the room.
Do they notice the door is open?
You don't know. They didn't turn in your direction.
So none of them are looking in towards the direction of the door.
That is
Okay.
correct. They're looking straight at the ground at their feet.
Is there a light in this room like there was in the
There
last
is.
one?
There is. It's exactly the same. Brilliant light above, casting light in the entire room, but there are spots where there are deep shadows along the wall and the corners and stuff.
I just clear my voice. See if there's any reaction.
The skeletons snap to attention and sort of, as their heads turn, they creak and clatter, looking over in your direction. Seeing who you are, they look away. One of the humans looks up, and you can see it's a middle-aged fellow, a little portly, wearing commoner's clothes, looks very ragged, very malnourished. As he looks, his dark circles under his eyes and grayish palled skin. He kind of looks to you. His eyes are wide, and he sort of looks, and then he catches himself looking at you, and he looks back to the floor.
Door's open for 10 more seconds if you guys want to leave.
I want to, should I start praying out loud?
No.
Probably a bad idea.
I think we should shut this door and keep checking.
I agree. Leave them be.
I'm giving them a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7.
They just sit there. Their like feet are tapping, and suddenly you see the man who looked. He sort of flicks your hand, or flicks his hand, like flicking you away, like he's got a booger on his finger, like flicking his hand.
All right, I get to 1 and I close the door.
Close the door.
Do you think it's the light that's holding them where they are?
No, it's something else. They're either in some type of communion, or they're waiting to be specifically called, or something.
Either way, they don't have what we're looking for, so let's keep moving.
Yeah, we are looking for a sort of cause. And I'm assuming we saw no sort of cause in there, right?
You never saw nothing.
Okay.
None.
Same scenario.
Okay.
Obviously,
You're at the third door.
Locked or trapped.
I don't know. You need to check it.
Exactly.
The door itself is not trapped, according to Varys's astute, keen eye, nor does it appear to be locked.
Okay, I'll give it an open.
You open the door and you see another apparent waiting area of some kind. There are several humans in here, all congregated to one side, all sort of holding each other. Across the far end of the room, you can see a figure kind of hunched over. And as you look, you can see that the cloak or whatever that the creature, the human it looks like is wearing, is kind of half draped over. He appears to be holding a body, almost like he's dipping a woman in a dance. And you can see, however, its panted legs are shaking and quivering as you hear sort of a gurgling sound, and suddenly the head snaps up and the head of a vampire turns over and looks in your direction, gives you a hiss, and goes back to feasting on whatever body it is he's feasting on.
I look at him and I do like a Dr. Evil hiss, like,
Stake you! Anybody in here want out?
The humans are all congregated together, almost like they're huddling, and they're all sort of shaking, very, very nervous and scared.
uh-oh. Well, sorry, guys. I have to step into this.
We don't know if that person that he's drinking she might have volunteered, or is it a she or a he?
They just said they were scared, shaky.
Well, the people are the same as the other room. They're all sort of huddled together, looking at their feet, shaking as if they're nervous.
But you didn't use scared, did you?
Okay, well, scared, nervous, kind of the same sort of vibe as the other ones.
Cameron is taking a step back once he finds out it's a vampire.
Yeah, I'm moving back. I want nothing to do with a vampire.
He has some bad memories of this.
Okay.
I got my holy symbol out just in case, but if I'm talking to the other humans if they want out.
All right. A moment later, you hear a thud as the body drops to the floor. The vampire turns around and sort of wipes his chin, licks his fingers, and goes and sits on a couch.
Dirty bastard.
I'm sorry, I can't allow this.
And sits on a couch.
I apologize for the group. I can't allow this.
Okay.
I walk forward.
Okay.
If it's by myself, it's by myself. I can't allow innocent people to die.
We don't know if they're in.
And I say, Mr. Fang, or whatever your name is, Count Chocula, whatever.
Chocula. Outstanding.
You must stop this ritual of which you were doing. If it's such a ritual, I cannot allow you to harm these innocent scared people unless they are doing it by choice. And I look at the people and I say, "Are you all doing this by choice?"
No. He said, we're not with him. We're not with him. We're just waiting on his lordship. No. He came with that person. So, and the vampire looks over. I do not know who you are, but I always bring food with me if I feel I'm going to have to be here for a time. I suggest that you carry on your business before you and I must discuss business personally.
And I take my helmet off if I have a helmet or my hairpiece, whatever it is. I unlock one of my dreads. That's what I do. And I go, well, now you know who I am. I am Saint Cuthbert's loyal son. No, I won't say that. I'll say, I'm Zadkiel the Righteous. And you, sir, if you're such a sir, are doing something not so righteous.
What?
Perhaps we must have that discussion now between you and I.
You are obviously not from this place.
If you mean from this place as in, is this my home? I make my home where I must. And since I'm here, perhaps it is my home for now.
I will not have my time in line waiting here for the lord of this place's minute of time be interrupted by likes of a fool such as you. I would suggest that you continue wherever it was you are going.
I agree with you. I should go on.
They're waiting for
and I will go on along with these people.
These people are here of their own volition. I do not keep them here. I do not even know them.
Are they here on their own? Well, let us ask them, shall we?
As they all looked at you and said, we're not with him. We're not with him. We're just waiting our turn. We're just waiting our turn.
Well, as a fool, I might be, but English or common tongue, I do understand.
You realize that they're not speaking common. They're speaking some sort of an ancient language, but you manage to understand them because of the necklaces that you guys wear and the ring that Barris has.
Okay. Well, I restate my case to say that I understand that even though he might think I'm a fool, I am not a fool of what they're saying. And I look at him, I say, sir, I challenge you to the old ancient art of duels.
All right. And with that, he says, you are on.
That means we can't step in either.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
Well, sorry, I have to do duty calls. I can't let innocence be.
Nobody's innocent here anymore.
I mean, if I were a rogue, then sure, I could take off or something, but as a paladin, I can't.
Zadkill, what are your actions?
Well,
and is there anybody else that wants to join in before we get started?
He wasn't harming acorns, was he?
He was not. He was drinking the blood of whoever that person was that he had with him.
Well, Ron Dog is going to desist then and allow the paladin to save his honor.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Hold on one second. I may cast a spell to help. I wanted to see how close I had to get to cast Blur on our friend.
Do this. I just want to ask if anybody else wants to, so I can drop your token on there, so you can do what you need to do.
Yeah, you ones will drop me in because I'm gonna cast a spell on our friend.
Okay.
Baron is going to prepare a spell.
He's going to prepare
I'm
a
going to
spell
drink
as well.
one of my potions that I've been saving.
Okay.
For a long time.
Okay.
If I can find it.
You've got heroism and invulnerability, I think it is.
Oh damn! I can't cast a spell on it. I can't cast it on anybody else.
Blur, you can't.
Yeah, it's for just itself only.
All right, I'm gonna put you in case you guys still want to do something. Anybody else? Declan, you're staying out. Ronnie's staying out. Vera's staying out, right?
I'm only going to come in at the end if he needs healing.
Okay.
It's a,
Roger that.
it's a,
Yeah,
it's a
Baron's
duel.
gonna
On,
move
we're not
down.
allowed to
Baron is
interfere.
moving down to the door so that he has line of sight.
I'm watching on back.
All right.
It's okay if you do not join me. A duel is a duel.
Okay.
I need to. I'm not able. Okay, now my map reloaded for some reason. Trying to get my backpack open, but it doesn't show my backpack with my potions. It shows I don't have anything. Did y'all drink them all or something when I was going?
No.
Uh-uh.
You should have a potion of invulnerability, heroism.
Yeah,
I think there's a speed, lots of healing potions. Plus, I got a bunch in the bag.
Yeah,
so
you've got it in there. So Zadkill,
Oh, I
if
see
you
them.
if you click on the picture of the backpack, it opens it up.
Okay. Maybe that's why it reloaded, it errored, and then reopened it or something. Okay, I got them now. Here they are. So I am.
Okay, I thought my potions were gone. Nice.
I'm still missing scrolls. I have no idea. I had a bunch of scrolls that are just gone.
So I'm gonna drink one of my potions of what does heroism do again?
Raises your level, but you're already at like 10th level or
Okay.
something. It
I'm
might not work.
gonna drink my. Let's see. That's heal, fire. Ooh, fire giant, fire. I'm gonna drink my potion of fire giant strength. I have several apparently, but I'll drink one of them. Shows I have 4.
All right, so you're gonna drink a potion of fire giant strength.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that it? Here we go.
Yes, sir. All right, you're dead.
All right. As the party gains the initiative, and Zadkill,
Okay.
go ahead and drink your potion.
Quaif, or do I have to do it now?
No, do it now. This is your turn. You're
Okay, well then I guess I will quaif my potion.
Okay.
What is this? Apply door,
Yep.
open door modifier. What's that?
no. It's it. So essentially, when you just drink the potion,
Oh, I closed it. Sorry.
yeah. If you do the potion, it just applies the effects to you, and essentially, it increases your strength.
Oh, well, I closed that potion. Well, let me try it. Will it take away the other potion now, or
No, because it hasn't. Yeah, it hasn't done anything.
Okay. Okay.
So what you want to do is click cast first of all.
Do I select me or no?
Yeah. Well, you definitely have to select you when you apply the effect. But the first thing you do is cast
Okay.
it.
Cast.
Now target yourself. Select yourself, and then hit affect fire giant strength.
Look at myself again. So need a target to apply the untarget. Okay, I'll do it again.
I'll be
There we
right
go.
back.
Now the effect is applied.
I don't see anything.
There it goes.
It still shows with 18 strength.
Yeah, but the effect is showing that you've got 80 rounds of fire giant strength. And yeah, so what it does is for your melee, it adds 2d6 damage to your melee. I don't know why it's only 2d6.
It's supposed to be, yeah. Supposed to be raising.
Yep.
Supposed to make my strength like 23 or something.
Well, it won't show it on the character sheet. It shows it under your effects.
Oh, under my effects. Okay.
You don't have to worry about that. It just shows that you got the bonus.
Oh, did I drink it
Yeah.
3 times?
Well, a full drink. That's because you drank a full thing. So maybe you did drink it 3 times. How many did you have?
I had 3.
All right, so let me look and see what you've got in your gear.
And I had some Hill Giant ones, but those are not the ones I want. Because they're not as strong. Because they're 19
Yeah,
strength.
for some reason it you drank all 3, so I just gave you 2 back. And what we need to do now is under your effects, I need to get rid of this one and this one. All right. So we did that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure this out as it's going. We'll see, but it should apply your
You want me to get the book open just in case?
yeah, just whatever the strength is for a fire giant. So just in case we make sure that because it says for your effects, it says mod for melee damage is 2d6, but it seems to me that it should be plus full plus, not just a
Yeah. Fire giant is
Okay.
plus 10 damage.
it is plus 10.
Should be, yeah, that's what it says on. I'm looking
What
at
about
DMG.
what about for
It doesn't say it gives you the to hit bonus. It just says
No,
damage.
the potions don't. It's only damage on the
Okay.
potions. I looked at this the other day.
Okay, good. So that's good. So it should add a plus 10 to your damage now when you go. All right, so that's it for Zadkiel. As we get back to Nephron, were you going to cast a spell or are you just waiting?
No, I'm gonna put a magic crossbow bolt in because I'm not sure if he wants help, so I'm waiting right now. I don't know if he wants help
Okay.
or not, so I'm waiting.
All right, Baron.
Yes, I see that Zadkiel and the vampire are having words,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden I see Zadkiel not move in to do anything. All I see is his back.
Right.
And so I'm thinking, he's having words with this vampire and then doesn't do anything. Oh well. We'll go ahead and we'll do something.
Okay.
Never understand these people. Okay, let's see. Spells. All right. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. First thing he's going to do is do this.
Oh, look, Zadkiel gave me
my keyboard. Okay, good.
point.
He's going to target the vampire.
Right.
Okay, let me now move the screen over so that I can target the vampire without running into another menu.
Oh, you know what I can also do? I'm going to offer Zadkiel the Mace of Disruption if he wants it.
Too late now.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all right. I'll chop his head off.
I'll just hold it out in case he wants to grab it.
Well, he's going to hit me because he's got a 20, so, I mean, I already know he's going to hit me, so.
Oh no, I'm saving that bad boy.
All right, it's taking me a moment here. It's taking me, of course, it's always taking me a moment. Let's
I
see.
got 5
I'm going to look
All
at
right,
Ronnie and make the gun finger. This goes wrong.
Okay.
This goes wrong.
right.
Come out blasted.
Hey, Zadkiel, what level are you right now?
I don't know. 10?
What's the over/under your 6th level at the end of this?
All right, let's get through this. All right, Baron, go ahead and cast away.
Just cast a magic missile.
Nice.
Boom. You watch as all of the magic missiles streak across the room, pummeling into the vampire, who cries out in pain. Rushing his turn now. as he rushes at Zadkiel.
Pretty good.
I have my sword out, by the way. Going, oh, rush into this? No, just kidding.
All right.
Okay.
As they get.
And let's see.
Let me look at my abilities because I think I'm immune to a lot of things. I think. Let me see.
It's a one hit.
All right. It doesn't it doesn't show that I've already used the doesn't show that I used the spell. But I'll remember.
That's it. Where is his? Okay, there we go. It's weird that they only do one attack in this one, so interesting.
I believe I had this trouble last week too. Thank you. Oh my!
As I get the crit anyway. As he comes rushing at you, Zadkiel, you try to throw up your shield as you finish quaffing your potion, but unfortunately, it does not go well.
Well, let's take the damage.
That's hilarious. As you suffer 6 hit points of damage, and as Zadkiel, you feel your life force drain as the vampire strikes you. Let me make sure. Oh, it didn't take it away. It's interesting. So we have to do this. As you are now 8th level.
Okay.
2 levels?
Yeah, they take 2 levels away whenever they're.
And there's no saving throw on that.
There is no saving throw on that.
Okay. Well, it is what it is.
I need to.
I just thought it was 1 level. I never thought it
No.
was 2 levels.
Nope. Vampires take 2 levels. All
Yeah,
right.
And
my
white's
Friday-
one level.
As we
Wow.
go
My
back.
Friday,
Sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say, Ron?
nothing, DM. You guys keep going.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Back to the top of the order. Baron, action. As you guys watch as the vampire strikes a hold of Zadkiel, and you can see Zadkiel's hair almost begin to slightly turn white as the energy that the vampire is such a solid blow, it just drains it away. Actions,
Wow.
Baron.
No, he's gonna no action. He's just gonna watch that nobody
Okay.
sneaks up behind him.
Declan? Are you going to do anything?
No. This
Okay,
is a
Nephron?
Yeah, can I fire a crossbow bolt in without hitting Zadkiel somewhat safely?
Yeah, I will.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yep.
Unless it's a fumble.
Will somebody
Zadkiel,
go in there and help
actions.
him?
I assume, Zadkiel, that you're going to do, you get 2 attacks.
Well,
round.
that'll determine. Am I able to turn him, or is he some?
Oh,
Special
no, you
event?
can, you can try to turn. No, he's considered a, well, vampires aren't special. So,
I'm just making sure he's not like some super vampire or something.
oh, no, not that you're aware of.
Well,
Yeah, you would need at,
no, I'm gonna turn him.
all right, so at 8th level, okay, never mind. So let's see who gets the, all right, so let's go to the next round. Weird. As the vampire gets the attack before you do, as he still targets
That's
Zadkiel.
fine.
Can't hit you every time, right?
Well, that was a good hit. You gotta give it to you.
This time I get in that one. Hilarious.
Nice.
As he swings, completely whiffs on the second one as you sort of stumble back from the first blow, throwing him off balance on his second blow. But Zadkill. You are now up. If you want to turn at 8th level, you need a 13 or better.
Right. And how many points you said I have?
What do you mean?
You said I had some bonus points.
Oh no, turning has nothing to do with fire giant strength. That's all physical melee.
No.
You said you had some dice rolls or something.
You have 10 extra
Oh,
points.
I apologize. Yes, you have Zadkill has 4.
Okay.
You have 4. If you miss it by 4 or less, you can use your points to bump it up.
You just I don't see a turning table, so I just roll a 20.
Yeah, just roll a d20. Actually, I think on your character sheet, if you go to your skills, or actually under combat, under combat actions.
Okay, actions, combat actions.
I thought there was one that says for turning. Detect
No, it
evil,
doesn't
lay
show a
on hands.
turning one, but it shows.
Well, actually, I take it back. When a paladin turns, a paladin turns at 2 levels below the cleric. So you're 8th level, so you actually turn as a 6th level cleric. So you actually need a natural 20, or actually 20, not a natural, but you need a 20 in order to turn him.
All right. Well, I mean, either
I mean,
way.
you can still try. Yeah, you just roll a d20.
All right, here we go.
Oh no!
Okay,
as
well,
the
that's
turning does not work. Oops, Nephron. That was my bad. Sorry, that was my fault. Let me move through him. Go to Nephron. Okay, go ahead.
Shift. Okay. Crossbow, and this will be a +1 because I'm using a +1.
Okay.
Attack. Oh,
that is bizarre.
All right.
What did it
Never
roll?
mind.
Because I saw all question marks. I don't no idea what you rolled.
It rolled not a 1, but a 2. So
Okay.
it was bad.
All right, cool. As we go to the next round.
I'm gonna yell out to Zadkill, do you want me to step in?
All right. As the vampire once again gets in, as he swings his heavy claws at Zadkill. Once again, missing Zadkill. Zadkill, you are up.
Hit him.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to hit him. That's what I'm going to do.
You get your 2 attacks this turn.
Okay. Well, let's see what we got.
Don't forget he's too easier to hit.
And target myself. I think I'm still targeted. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go.
You missed him by 2.
Okay.
If you want to make it,
use it.
Use those 2 points on him.
Okay.
To hit him.
That leaves you 2. Go ahead and roll your damage. All right, 18 hit points of damage, and you get your second attack.
All right, here we go. Come on, 20.
That hits. Still hits. Nice. As the second blow cleaves right through the vampire's heart, you take, actually, your keen blade was it? Well, no, it has to be a natural. I thought it was 19, but yeah, it has to be natural. As you impale him on your blade, bringing it up, removing his neck from his shoulders, as the vampire drops dead on the floor. You hear screams come from the people that are sitting in the room, as they all look up and they're all muttering and murmuring to themselves, pointing at you and babbling at you to get out of here before somebody comes and sees what you've done, and they're all going to die because of it.
I hand Zadkill a wooden stake. Take care of it.
Yeah, I say, he is gone, and I take my wooden sword and pierce it through his heart.
Okay. Again, get out of here! Get out of here!
I tell them, come
They're
with.
gonna
so you don't die.
No, we're waiting. We've been waiting forever for our turn. We are not leaving. Why did you do that? Now we're going to be blamed for it, and we're going to be the ones that are going to be devoured by his lordship. Thank you so much. Get out of here, you asshole.
I said, well, I did what was right. You ungrateful sons of bitches.
I mean, I'm trying to tell you.
Let's get out of this
Pull-
room.
I'm gonna pull him out of there
I
and
go-
shut the door.
I pull the vampire with us to search him, and I
Check
toss
you
him
with
to the
spell
rogue,
book.
and I say, here, search him.
Spell book. Spell book.
Take your components that you need from this body.
All right, as you guys exit the room, searching the body, it has nothing on it.
Of course. I tell them.
Yeah, if he's just waiting for an audience with that down the right.
I take off his clothing and I take it with me.
We're just wasting our time. We need to move along and look for the.
Right.
I would have moved along, but I have to do something. I can't.
All
just
right, we
leave
get
it.
you. We got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
All
I
right.
could
Trying
leave
to
paladin shit.
Anything I can do to help you with your levels? I don't think there is.
I said, don't worry. It's all good. I
No,
still
it's
feel
not.
strong.
It's not good. I know.
I'm going to move over and listen at this last door.
Okay.
I felt the hit he put on you.
Go ahead and give
from
me a
where
listen
I was
check.
standing.
Why am
Don't
I
hear a
seeing-
thing.
Why am I
The
seeing
hell?
question marks? Your dice doesn't show anything for us. It shows all question mark.
That's weird. I got a 5.
I wonder if it's because dice so nice. You have to configure it, and maybe it's not configured or whatever, so we don't see it. Weird.
Tell him it's an 8.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't show up anything for me. That's bizarre.
He's not rolling like private rolling or something, is he?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. Am I?
I should see it anyway. If you on the above the chat, right, there's a little icons. There's a public roll, then there's a little.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yep.
Yep, that's exactly what I was doing. You saw
Yeah.
that one?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I was doing. I
Yeah.
fixed it.
Yeah, we're good. Cool. Yeah, it either has to be DM or public. So, all right. As you listen at the door, you are correct. You don't hear anything coming from the other side of this one.
I'm going to open the door.
Okay. Opening the door, you can see a room identical to the other three that you've already looked at, but there's nothing in this room. Doesn't appear to be anybody in here.
Huh. I'm going to step in.
Okay. Stepping into the room, give me a search check really quick. So
Yes.
much like the other rooms, this has chairs and divans and whatnot, and there's a bright light illuminating the entire room, although in some of the corners and whatnot, there are deep shadows. As you sort of walk in and you look around, you see something out of the corner of your eye, and you turn to look, and you could swear that in the area where the shadows are, something moved.
I am getting out of that room immediately.
Okay.
I ain't messing with shadows.
Okay.
All right.
Door closes behind you.
That circular pillar door. Now we couldn't open that door.
Well, when he investigated it, it has some sort of a magical field over the top of the door. i.e., wizard lock.
Oh, well, so Deglin, you mind opening it?
What do I do for that? It's just
You're
dispel
strong.
magic? Oh,
Oh no,
oh,
I'm
just
just thinking your girdle. Just rip it off.
what's the damage if I do something like that? And then just
What?
wizard
Why
lock.
don't the wizard undo it if it's a wizard lock?
Oh, if it's a wizard lock, let me go ahead and do it. I have the wand. It's equipped.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a note of it on my sheet.
Okay.
And let's see. Go. Oops. There we go. Gear. There it is. Okay, and let's see. Okay, it doesn't say anything here about using it, so I will go ahead and use it. Do I have to target the door?
Wait, what are you? I'm sorry. Which one are you using?
Wand of negation. I
Yeah.
was looking. I clicked on it to see
Okay.
if there was a thing that said cast or use.
Yeah. Now, just make sure you take off the charge
Taking care of it
as
right
you
now.
as you reach your wand out and expend the charge. You watch as there is a slight flash as the wizard lock is at least temporarily removed.
Barrett, you want to check? Let's open it and check it for traps or anything else.
I'm just gonna open it.
Okay.
If it was a wizard lock, it's likely not trapped. It's already got. No one's
Now,
gonna hit in it unless they're a wizard.
as you open the door, and you can see a spiraling staircase leading up through the center of the black tower. Now, the stairs themselves, or I should say the fact that the stairs themselves are made of a polished obsidian stone, and the walls are likewise of this black polished obsidian stone, isn't the most remarkable thing. The fact that it is inky black with no light spilling out of the hallway into the stairwell isn't the most interesting fact. The most interesting fact of this stairwell is the walls and the stairs themselves. You can see that excruciating detail has been taken to carve out these steps, as well as frescoes along the walls. The steps themselves literally look like carvings of bodies that are lying there in various states of death. Some look like the heads have been decapitated. Other ones look like they have been pelted by a myriad of arrows, with the arrows still sticking up, forming a difficult, treacherous path as you're walking or going to attempt to walk up these flights of stairs.
I don't think we have much of a choice, do we?
Well, poke them with a sword or something like that to see if they remain as steps.
We could levitate or fly too.
What are we going to do? Burn in daylight.
What?
What do we want to do?
I'm going to step in.
Okay, you step in. You're now standing on the stairs that lead up to the center. As I described, you can see that all of the stairs all the way up are literally carvings of bodies that look so intricately detailed, you'd swear that they were living at one time and just turned to stone after they were dead and placed in this position.
All right, I'm going to start moving up the stairs.
You slowly wind your way up the stairs. You can see that the frescoes continue as the stairs wind up. Large, huge, snake-like creatures are wrapping around bodies, choking off the life for them as you continue to move your way up. Is everybody else following?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make. Oops. Sorry, I accidentally paused again. I just want to make sure what we're doing. You move your way up the steps, and about 50 or 60 feet, you think, maybe, perhaps, not sure. The shadows that are reflecting, even with your brilliant light, are muted, giving this place a very shadowy, smoky environmental feel. As I said, you get about 50, maybe 60 feet if you guesstimate how many steps you've walked versus how high each of the steps are, etc. You come to what appears to be another door in the wall while the steps you are on continue to move their way up.
Do we want to go to the top? Do we want to investigate each level? What do we want to do?
We got to find a sort of cost. So,
Do you think it's at the top, or do you think it's in one of the lower ones? That's what I'm
no
wondering.
idea. No idea.
You
Could
want to
be
go all the way to the
anywhere.
top and want to go all the way to the top? It seems like that's if you're going to hide a sword of cost, it'd be all the way at the top of the tower, not down at the bottom.
Or have Vecna at the top.
Well, that's a possibility too. I vote we go to the top and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go all the way to the top, and
All right.
then meet
You-
Vecna and die without the sword of cost.
You work your way up the stairs, trudging ever so slowly. You every so often again you hear this crashing boom. The whole tower seems to shake. The further up you go, the shaking becomes a little more pronounced as the upper levels of the tower being higher, providing a little bit more sway and movement. You're not sure how many feet into the air. You just know that the further up you go, the louder the slams. You begin to hear the shrill of voices screaming incantations, the definite sounds of a massive titanic battle of mage on mage, demon on demon, spellcaster on demon, whatever it may be. It begins to get louder as you go up the tower stairs. You pass a third floor, another door much like the other ones, bonish white in detail. You pass by a fourth door, another one of these bone-like doors. The stairs themselves continue in the same manner with which you have seen. No stair is exactly alike. It's as if thousands of bodies were turned to stone specifically for the making of this palatial tower's staircase, and then decorating the walls with frescoes of demonic creatures ripping the souls out of the common man, or a very common theme is a giant serpent wrapping around whole nations of men and squeezing the life out of them, and all pouring into Vecna himself. But at last, at long last, hundreds of feet it has to be, high in the air. God dang it, why does it keep pausing my game? I'm not touching nothing. You can eventually see what appears to be another door at the ultimate top of this tower. The difference between this door for the topmost tower and all of the other doors you have thus far examined is this door no longer exists. It looks as if it has been blasted off of its hinges into the upper floor of this ominous black tower. You're about maybe 40 feet below this, and you can see shimmering along the walls as light spills out from this chamber that it opens up into, whatever it may be. This scintillating light comes bursting out. Blasts of energy come flying out, slamming into the walls, scarcely leaving a mark, but on some occasions you can see that whatever the blast of energy was made of does in fact leave a streak or a mark on the marbled walls that you have been sort of feeling as you move up these stairs. As I said, you find yourselves about 30 or 40 feet below the top of this area. You can just barely see around the bend where this missing door is, with obvious signs of it being exploded from the stairs into the chamber itself. Up here, it's almost so loud that it's difficult to hear because of the rage of incantations of two ultimate forces in the universe locking horns in titanic combat. What do you want to do?
Should we want to go down one level? Look, I know this doesn't look good.
Can we see them in this combat, DM?
You cannot from your vantage point, no. You're still on the stairs and they still continue to spiral up, but you can see the door frame that's been blasted away, but you can hear them inside and you can sort of see the scintillating colors being reflected out of the portal that's now left where the door used to be, but you don't see any physical bodies or anything from down here.
Well, guys, I don't know that we're necessary for that fight going on the top of the tower there. We might need to go through some of these floors we just hit.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's try the last, like the two, the next two down. Start there.
Let's go one down. How about one down instead of the top? Is that what you're talking about? That would be the second one down. Yeah, I agree.
Do one down, and then if we need to, go down one more.
Sounds great. I agree. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's no point in going all the way down and then coming all the way back up. And just,
no, agreed.
Because we might find it, in one of the upper levels, and then there'll be a shorter trip.
Yep. Oh, agreed. Let's do it. Let's go down one, and then let's see what happens.
Okay. Give me just a second here. Weird. See if this will work or not. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to give it a try. Dropping some lights on here before I actually give you guys a map. It actually looks like it's working on these maps. I don't know why it didn't work on the other map. Hopefully it's not too bright, but we can always dim it if it is. Okay. All right. As you guys reach the top of the stairs, you find yourselves once again at a door, or I should say, as you go down the first flight or down the flight, you find yourselves once again in the hall with a door that appears to have another barrier, a magical barrier covering it.
Baron, don't you have a chance just to be able to open these?
If they're magically locked, I can open them by using the wand of negation, but I don't have any spells that will directly do that.
But I thought a wizard at certain levels could just open them.
I don't.
Not that I've heard of.
Not that I have heard.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought there was something with a wizard lock. I thought there was a chance. Maybe I
Well,
made that up.
Okay.
No, I probably made that up then.
Well, I
I
hope
mean, you're
it's
welcome
true.
to look it up real quick if you want to look. If anybody's
Yeah,
got
maybe that was a house rule. Maybe that we played with. You look real quick.
Okay, let me see.
Well, do your wand of negation. I'll look it up, but I'm probably wrong then.
Okay, you're going to use the wand of negation then, Baron?
Yes, I am. I'm going to use the wand of negation.
Okay.
Again.
All right. As you reach out and touch the door. Sorry.
It actually says in the spell description, or by a magic user 4 or more levels higher than the one casting the spell.
Okay.
I can dispel it without dispel magic.
It says, this is what it says: when a wizard lock spell is cast upon a door, chest, or portal, it magically locks it. The wizard lock door or object can be opened only by breaking, or a dispel magic, a knock spell, or by a magic user 4 or more levels higher than the one casting the original spell.
Oh yeah, you're not going to be 4 levels higher then. Never mind.
Well, I could try.
Okay.
Again,
Note
it's not going to hurt anybody. All right. Door open.
Nope, doesn't
Be
work.
gone.
Or you can cast another wizard lock onto the wizard lock, and if it's 2 casting methods, one will it actually removes and negates it. So
I wish that I had wizard locks. The wizard lock spell.
Use your wand of negation. It's going to be easier.
Okay, wand.
Woo. As you touched it, there is a brief flash as the wizard lock disappears, at least temporarily.
I'm going to open the door and go through.
All right. I need you to give me a saving throw versus spells, please.
Of course you do.
Of course he does.
Okay.
And we're on ad break, so if you die, nobody's going to see your glorious death.
Why is my screen is weird right now? What am I missing? Oh, sorry. There it is. Oh, it's not letting me do the token. It's like kind of shaded out for some reason. I'm just going to roll a d20. We'll figure it out if it's a bad one.
Why does it
Yeah,
roll
that'll save.
Why did it roll privately again?
I have no idea what it's doing because I can't bring my character sheet up for some reason.
I'm gonna have to refresh because it's back on self roll. What did you roll?
Okay. A 12. That's going to save, but let me refresh. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it was like everything was grayed out that I couldn't do anything with it. I'm sure it's user error, but it's refreshing.
On your main screen on Forge with the dice roller box, there's a set of icons, 4 of them, above the actual text box. Which one is high? Which one is? Do you have an orange box around?
It's working. I'm not sure. I got back in and it's working. Everything's working now.
All right, see if you can open up your character sheet and roll from your sheet. We'll take your 12. That's fine, but I just want to see make sure it works.
Yeah. Versus spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's throwing a question marks still for us.
This is weird.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to try something right quick. So I'm just going to roll a die 4. So my dice showed. Now I'm going to change it to this other private one and roll a die 4 again. Yeah, what do you guys see? I see a 4.
I see a 4.
I see a question mark.
Yeah, see. Well, see, I can see. The thing is, why is it a question mark for me? It should never be a question mark for me.
So did you guys see that one?
Yep.
Yeah, it showed a 1.
Okay, yeah, then that's what it was. It was set on. It was set again. It keeps defaulting back to private for some reason.
Yeah, weird. It may be a setting that you have to go to, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So,
Yeah. Well, I saved on the first one.
Yeah, regardless. All right, yeah, so I want to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back. There is no saving throw on this.
Oh, excellent. That's even better.
Yeah, no, not really. How many hit points do you have?
64 right now.
Okay. As you walk through, there is this illumination that completely illuminates Nephron's body as he moves through. You guys watch him as he throws his head back and screams this blood-curdling scream as Nephron, every muscle and fiber in your body, it feels like somebody took needles and just jammed them into every cell of your body and just erupted in pain. It's like your entire soul is racked as you grab, and it's like you grab your arms, whatever's in your hands, you drop to the floor, and you lose 60 hit points.
Holy fucking! Wow.
Okay. I will be at 4 hit points. Can I crawl? I can't move. Can I crawl back to him?
I am going to say that this is going to be such a heavy dose of damage that you fall backwards back into the stairwell, but I need a Constitution saving throw, or a con save, I should say.
Okay, give me one
Save
second.
versus. Give me a save versus petrification to avoid going unconscious.
Nope.
You do have. What did you roll? A 2?
I need a 5 with my gnome bonuses, believe.
Yeah, that's what it shows.
And he missed it by 3.
Yeah, but what I'm looking at though is, I thought, did it? It gave you. You only rolled a 2. It did. You don't have like a ring of protection or a cloak of protection.
Nope. So I don't have enough to. I'm unconscious. I don't have enough to make
you
that
guys,
happen.
as he drops, he's not dead, but he's barely clinging to life. Give me a intelligence check, please, Baron.
Okay. I'm having such a great time here, seeing that it's not happening to me. Okay, intelligence. There it is. And he does.
You recognize this spell. You've never seen it really in person, but you've read about it and you've seen the effects and what it does. But that spell was a power word kill spell.
Oh. Okay, I'm shaking.
Apparently, there is something on the door frame that
didn't get negated.
Right.
Well, there's probably something valuable beyond this door. However, that is a seriously nasty
I want to learn that spell, he says.
Yeah.
All right, in order to even come close to starting to help fix Nafrin, I'm going to have to hit him with the staff of curing.
Yep. Well, I don't think I can undo the trap on that door.
Daglin, give me a wisdom check, please. Cool. I like it.
It's rolled exactly.
I like it. All right, where is this? Why is this not letting me? bizarre. Trying to. Oh, there it is. Okay. I sent you a message. You remember that from what the paladin that you was talking to you guys when you first came up.
Okay. Vecna is eternal. Maybe I'm just thick. I don't know what that means.
Well, remember the relics we have. That might get us through. We might have to touch the door or something. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Well, Baron or Nephron actually had.
Yeah, but he didn't have it out like in his hand or
No,
anything.
I know what we got to do. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh.
All right, we have to hold that piece of Vecna as a key,
Yeah.
and then recite the phrase "Vecna is eternal."
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Only his true devotees would know to do that.
Traitor.
Yeah. Well, who wants to
Stars
go
going to
first?
hear about this.
Well, I should probably try to heal Nephron first here.
The union's going to
I'm just happy I had over 60 hit points.
So let me try to. I'll hit him with a cure critical wounds. Cast. And then, hopefully this comes up something good. 19.
Okay.
Now I believe the rules are I can only use this once per person per day. Let me go back and look just to make sure. But where is? Those are potions.
Now there are old wizards and there are dead wizards, and not many of the combined types. All right. Eric has just learned a trick. Remember the trick he has.
Yeah, once per person per day. So that's as much as he can get from the staff. Now I can give him potions, or if he has potions, we can take those.
I have.
You're gonna need the extra healing kind.
Yeah, give me a second. I have potion. Nope, I have a potion of healing. I have one potion of healing.
You're gonna need the extra potion. The extra,
You're not kidding.
extra.
Well, I just got 19 back, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at 23.
Let me go. I've got potions of extra healing. There's 13 of them in the bag of holding. If you would mind transferring some of them to him, DM.
I'm pretty sure Ronnie's still got a Cure Serious on him.
Oh, I've got those too. Do we want to use our spells though? Anything above 3rd level, we're not going to get back.
I would keep your spells.
I
got some potions.
We're gonna need them for the pulse fight.
Yeah. So I've got potions of extra healing in the bag of holding. So all we got to do is transfer some from the bag of holding to his sheet.
Okay.
All right, that'll work.
Here. All right. Where are we? Bag of holdings in there somewhere.
It's on my character sheet.
Yep.
It's under.
Yep. Got it. And what am I giving him?
I don't know, 2 or 3, maybe probably 3 or 4 actually. Potions of extra healing. There should be 13 of them in there.
2, 4.
Should I have 9 then? 8. And then, can we do that ourselves, or does it have to be you?
I think I'm the only one that can transfer between characters.
Ah, okay.
So, where did they go? There we go. Okay, yep, you got 9, and all right. So Nephron, you now have 4 potions of extra healing.
Okay, when he hit me with the staff for 19, it didn't transfer over.
I was unable to tag your character, so he's gonna have to do that for you.
Yeah. Okay. So how much did you get? 19?
19, yeah.
All right. You're now at 23, sir.
Okay, am I going to be able to heal
Yes.
myself with potions of extra healing?
You should be able to.
Let me see.
If not,
here.
I can just do this. Oop, hang on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them in my inventory. Let me close the sheet and go back in.
Yeah, that's probably why they won't.
Oh no, there they are. Yep.
Go here. And just so you can target yourself, I'm going to put you on the map.
Okay. Potion of extra healing. 3. Okay. So that was. That worked. Okay. Do it again.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's horrible.
Well. So that puts me at. See, they're not. That didn't add to me. Something's not right. Yeah, I'm still at 23.
Yeah, I don't know why, but how much did it give you? Sorry.
12.
12 more? All right.
Yep.
I can always add them. That's fine. So I got 35
Okay,
left.
I'll do this. Okay. Shift. And then I'll do. Why is this not? Something's weird with my sheet. Like, there it goes. Okay. Potion of extra. Damn, where'd it go? Okay, yes, full drink. Heal. So that's 13 more.
Okay.
And I'll do another one. This would be the third one.
18 more.
That's 18 more.
That leaves you at 66 out of 73.
That's good enough, and I have 1 left. Okay, I'm done then.
Okay. Now, just so you're aware, you don't have to drink the whole potion, right? You can drink thirds of it.
Yeah, well.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to get rid of... Oops. Why did that not... Why is it not letting me remove you? Yep. All right. As you guys find yourselves back up at the... or on the one level below. Hopefully this will load.
I'm not going through there again.
Okay. Why is it not loading?
It does say 99.
What the heck happened there? Let's try this again. Oh, I see what it did. Ah, there we go. Yep, and it did it to me again. Son of a bitch. God, man. Forge is really just killing me. Here. Yeah, see? Now it's because you guys can't see anything. Now I have to put a light in the tunnel for you guys. Alright, so let me do this. Here. Reset the fog of war. Here. copy one of my little lights. That's bizarre. It's weird that it's not showing the light. See, this is... It's like it worked like it was supposed to on the outside, but on the inside where it actually counts, it's not allowing me to set it. So I don't know what the hell's going on with Forge, but I'm not going to worry about it.
There he goes.
I know, but you're not supposed to see the whole map. It's I drop lights in there and like, oh, cool, the lights are working and they're bound by the walls and everything, but there was no... It wasn't working for where you guys were. And it might just be because... I wonder if I put individual tokens on there. Let me try to do that. Sorry. Let me see if I can't do individual tokens, if it'll work for you guys. This is something I should have tested a long time ago, but I didn't think that something that's been working since we started would actually stop working.
Has it really, though, been working?
Maybe,
actually... Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying it might be a module or something that's being changed.
Yeah, it's just weird that it's because, like I said, it's never... When it comes to this particular bit where the lighting and stuff, if I wanted to drop a light on a map, it's always worked. You know? Yeah, I've had issues sometimes where it there's one or two things that don't work here or there, but for the most part, just irritating that I shouldn't have to do this in the middle of the game, wasting precious moments, especially when we're under a time crunch. Holy shit, that was funny. Okay, so now let me see if I can't reset fog of war. Yes. Now I can go back to my map and let's see what happens. If it doesn't work, that's fine. If nothing else, I've got you guys. Hey, look at that. It semi-works, kind of, sort of. Let me do it one more time for fog of war. Yes, and we're good. All right. So, you guys open the door, and inside you can see as you peek through, the door's still open. As you peek through, you can see there is a archaic, very strange looking door there. You appear to be in some sort of an upper area because there's hallway running to the left and to the right around the central stairwell. But other than that, you guys can hear nothing but the boom coming from high above as the battle continues to rage on.
So was it as soon as I stepped on the floor, that's what got me?
As soon as you passed through the doorway.
So the archway, okay.
Yeah, so we figured out that you're going to need to hold the relic and say the words to
Vecna is eternal.
Yeah. So,
not that I don't trust you guys, and I appreciate you bringing me back, but I'm not going first.
Well,
I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, we can always check the inside of the door and see.
You can. If you'd like to do another check, I'll allow that, Varys, if you want to check for trap again.
Let me see here.
There's going to be a very important doorway that we're going to have to pass, correct?
Yeah, we already know. We gotta use we probably gotta hold the relic. We gotta hold the relic and say the words. Like we're a member of the cult.
You don't see any trap. You don't see any signs of arcane writing or anything on that, Varys. So this is something beyond your purview.
Yeah, it's either beyond me or it's been set off. It's probably a permanent one, though. So, I would do what Hagen said.
We're afraid that this is magically trapped.
Well, it's probably beyond you. Because
Well, if it worked down below, it should work now. So
I mean, it might. Yeah. I mean,
I'll say it anyway, even if it's not trapped. Vecna is eternal, and as I'm holding the eyeball and water.
Stepping through.
Yep.
All right. You step through. Immediately off to the right, you can see a dead body. A rather large fellow, looks extremely familiar to you. In fact, you recognize him as one of the huge warrior types that escaped you from the center of town.
Ah.
Is this the big
Okay.
man, or is it one of the other ones?
It's one of the big uns, one of the big warrior types.
Joe Biggins.
And he's got
Did
a
I
lot of
notice-
blade cuts on him.
Yeah. Did I notice going through the door if there was any magical spell in effect?
Didn't feel anything.
Okay, I'll do the same thing. Vecna is eternal, holding the scalp, and I'll try it again.
Okay.
Can I get
Give me a saving throw. No, just kidding.
I got over 60 hit points. I can survive it again.
Yeah, maybe it's 120 this time.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna hold my hand and say Vecna is eternal and walk in.
Okay.
You want somebody to hold your hand? You're
Same
holding
thing,
your
DM.
Roger that.
My,
Varys, can you check this door in front of us? We're here. Let's just do this door. I don't like this place.
is there anything in this room other than the body?
Hang on just a second.
Yeah.
I want to.
We should check that body. It might have something.
Yeah, that's what I was
wait.
thinking.
Yeah, so other than that body, you don't see anything. But Ronnie, as you walk around, you see another dead body over here. It appears to be one of the other individuals that attacked you guys. The other fighter type.
Now, do these bodies have fresh wounds on them, or are
they don't look
older
like they
ones?
have. Well, they do look battle scarred. I will give you that. However, they don't appear to have any real markings that are fresh on them, but it looks like they've been almost mummified. Like their entire life force was just sucked out of them. And looks very much like Nephron did before he was healed so nicely by the staff of curing. He had that very leathery, shrunken, like all the life energy was sucked out of him.
So they came here by looking for the sword, because the eyes told them to find
They
it.
they set off a Power World word kill trap.
Yeah, and they died. Because they were already injured from our fight, or from the blade barrier thing. So, yeah. So, well, we are now well informed on what to do.
So you can see that there are a couple other doors in here besides the one you're standing at. Just outside here, though, before you go any further, you can see that the door is made very much of the same white bone-like material, and it looks like it's real bone, but when you felt it, it feels kind of like stone, but it looks like bone. But anyway, it's similar to the rest of the doors in that aspect. However, this has a very large carving of a skeletal hand splayed wide open with a lidless eye engraved in the center of the palm. And around it is something that you haven't seen before. You've seen the depiction of the hand and eye before on the holy symbols of Vecna's cult members, etc. But this particular symbol has a giant serpent sort of wrapped all the way around it, and then it's consuming its own tail at the other end. but it all is carved into the door itself.
Similar to the serpents that we saw in the stairway.
Very similar to it, yes, only in this case it's consuming its own tail as opposed to consuming the souls of the people that it's got itself wrapped around.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the hand and do the same thing and touch the door
Okay.
and say the words.
Vecna is eternal.
Yeah,
And
Vecna
actually,
is
the
eternal.
symbol of a snake eating its tail is another symbol of eternalness.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah,
And we don't hear any sounds of
infinity
magical
symbol.
battle behind us, in front of us, do we? And behind that door.
You could say it like Bruce Campbell in Evil Dead.
No.
Klaatu Verata.
Or you could say Vecna.
All right.
Okay. The
Yep, that was one of the funny lines in that.
nothing special happens.
Okay. I heard I mean.
Okay. All right. So the bodies, as you search them, they don't have any treasure on them, first of all.
Okay. Yeah.
But they do have their weapons. And Nephron, the large fellow, is wearing a rather fancy belt. Looks very similar to the one that Deglin is wearing.
Ooh, I'd go take a look at that.
As you look at the belt, it's very similar to Deglin's, although this one has rubies and stuff inlaid with it, and it's got carvings of flames throughout the metal around the front of the belt.
Does anybody mind if I try this thing on?
I'll stand
Go
back,
for it.
Sure.
I'm going to put the belt on. And I get zapped with another power kill.
It's a belt of Holy Avengers.
Right. You put the belt on, and suddenly it begins to shrink and shrink and shrink until eventually it fits you perfectly.
Nice.
Oh, that was a belt of strangulation.
And you take it off.
And it shrinks and it shrinks and it shrinks.
That wouldn't shock me in this place.
How about their armor? Is there any other armor better than mine?
Well, it looks they're wearing plate.
Any of it not tore up?
Holy symbols.
It is pretty beat up armor, but I mean it looks serviceable. And Varys, you go ahead and investigate the door, or are you just gonna open the door? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna investigate it.
I have added the belt to your inventory there, Shorty.
Thank you.
I'm gonna detect magic on their armor.
Okay.
Yeah,
gosh, I didn't
if
even
I
look
can
at
catch
that. You do not detect any magic on their armor, but the belt that Nephron is wearing radiates a strong alteration magic.
Oh, we kind of figured already since we watched it shrink.
Varys, the door itself does not appear to have any traps, nor does it appear to be locked.
Well,
Do I see any? Since I had detect magic on, do I see any magical emanations from the door itself?
No. However,
Okay.
you do detect that there is some strong magical energies emanating from the door behind.
All right. That from behind the door or the door behind us?
No, the door you're looking at right now on the other side of the door.
On the other side of the door, there's very strong senses of magic.
Be ready.
All right.
You want to open it? And I step it down.
Scared the cat. Yep.
Inside, the room. You can see the door itself opens easily after all the hubbub that you guys gave one another or gave it. The door itself opens rather easily, and on the other side you can see a large chamber crammed with shelves and display cases. You can see that there are strange books and slates and crystals and scrolls that pack the shelves from floor to ceiling about the entire place. Your detect magic is literally driving you crazy because while you can't pinpoint anything, while you can't really pinpoint anything precisely, there is a shit ton of magic related and magic stuff in this. I'm going to call it a library because that's what it looks like. But it is like a library study that is just packed with shelves upon shelves of items. You can see things that look, even from the doorway, you can look like trophies and stuffed animals and all kinds of things that are sort of stuck everywhere.
Let's go look for a sword.
Uh-oh.
All right, saying the words, walk through the door.
All right.
Get out of the way so they can come through too.
Let's see.
I'm
Same
gonna
thing.
look around for
Baron looks somewhat relieved. He didn't have to do that, though. He's thinking seriously about doing that.
Okay. 9-2. I'm just making sure. I'm just looking to make sure as we search what we are going to find here.
Okay. So we have some of us have walked into the room and not died.
I've had enough of this place. I'm going to just guard the door. I'm not going in.
Okay.
One thing I will definitely be looking for is magical armor. Hopefully something that will replace my destroyed armor.
Maybe you guys will find the sword.
Yeah, we're looking for that too, but I can't wield the sword, so it has to be one of the other people.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm just reading through just to check to see what we can. Yeah, so if anybody wants to give us a search.
I'd love to search in this room, DM.
Okay.
I got a 5.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm going to search. Stick my head in there by the doorway and have a look.
Okay.
And hopefully.
I never saw it roll for me.
Yeah, it did, Ronnie. You got a 4.
I got a 4 too.
Oh, I never saw it.
Oh well.
When you rolled it, it said party. That's weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Baron hitches up his big boy trousers and steps into the room.
Okay. You've hitched up. Zadkill, you gonna do a search?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Baron is alive after walking into the room.
Oh, I got a question mark. This would be a 6.
No, yours is a 1.
Oh.
Ronnie rolled a private dice. That's kind of weird, but
I hit self roll just to see what it would do, DM, but I still couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. All right,
But
so as you guys search around, you find books and scrolls and potions and items. Zadkill in particular is kind of drawn to this rather ornately carved blade. And as you approach it, Zadkill, you can almost feel energy emanating off of this sword.
Does it have evilness on it?
It does not. In fact, you feel a sense of peace and calm come over you as this blade is there just radiating this energy in front of you.
Did we really possibly just find this?
Is it a trap, y'all think? Maybe we should douse it with acid or something.
Baron's reading book spines at this point.
What do y'all think? Is it a trap?
I think the gods have finally answered your prayers.
Well, what kind of sword does it look like?
The
I'm
bastard
level
sword?
6. I can't wield it probably now.
Oh, bastard.
No,
Well,
you're
we'll try.
level 8.
Oh.
You're level 8, but when you turn creatures, you turn at 2 levels lower. So
Gotcha.
that's always the case. That you were a 10th level paladin, but you turned as an 8th level cleric.
I'm sorry, I misheard you. I thought I was trained to level 6.
No, you're
Well,
level.
I will touch it and go, guys, it was nice knowing you.
As you grab a hold of the blade, in your mind, you hear words whispering at 1,000 miles an hour. It almost overwhelms you to the point that you want to let go, but you feel this surge of power and energy coursing through you as eventually the words begin to slow down, and you hear the words say, "I am the Oath Maker. Long ago I was forged in a world destroyed by Vecna. I shall be your righteous warrior, going to slay evil throughout the cosmos. And you now have a semblance of a holy blade in the fact that it is a +4 in the hands of a lawful good. It also grants you a 15% magic resistance to all hostile magic, and it doesn't extend it, but it also grants you protection from evil, just like your normal paladin work does. The sword also allows you to cast the following spell-like effects 2 times a day: knock, no alignment, dispel magic, hold person, hold undead, true seeing, and teleport without error.
Ooh, that's
Okay, I couldn't get all that, but I assume you'll give it to me.
I'll absolutely do that.
I'll try to add it to the treasure sheet.
I tell the guys, I think I found a sword.
I think you
that
did.
has powers.
It's not, but you know it's not the sword of Kas, however.
I tell them it's not the sword of Kos, but it's the sword of.
It is the Oath
Destroyer
Maker.
of Vecna's worlds, or.
It is the Oath Maker.
Oath Maker.
That is the name of the blade. He is the Oath Maker.
Okay.
And you realize
holy.
you get a sense that it has its name Oath Maker for a reason. You're not sure what that reason is, but you know that the name Oath Maker is pertinent to possessing this blade.
Are you saying oath like I
Oath like a promise,
or oaths like for my horse?
No, oath like a promise.
Oath, okay, Oath Maker.
Yeah, why is it going to go out and make oats? You're going to chop weeds down and like roll your.
No, I mean I thought it might be something
No.
with the horse I have. Maybe
No. This is the Oath Maker. This is Oath Maker, and you understand that the name of the blade is very pertinent to possessing it.
But it belongs to somebody, right?
No, it is now belongs to you. He belonged to a world that was destroyed by Vecna.
Right.
So now he belongs to you, and you and he shall be partners traveling about the cosmos, venging evil, or venging and inflicting justice upon evil throughout the cosmos.
Okay, I tell the guys what you just said.
Well, good luck.
Does it say how you're going to get around the cosmos? Because that would be nice.
Teleport without air.
Yeah.
Oh wait, teleport without error, like ERRO, or air
Yes.
like
Teleport without error. That's a magical spell. You can cast that twice a day with the sword.
Oh, I don't know what that
You
is.
can
I have to
teleport
look it up.
without
It means you can go
error,
wherever
that
you
would be
can think
bad.
of without
As long as you have seen a place anywhere, doesn't even have to be on the same plane of existence, I don't think.
I think it does.
Does it?
but-
Okay. But anywhere that you have ever been, if you're on that same plane, you can teleport there. And magic users have a certain % chance that it'll fail and it'll be off target. This particular spell, you'll never be off target. You'll always go exactly where you want to go.
I get down on my one knee, and I pray to Saint Cuthbert, and I say, "Behold, your humble servant has found that which was lost, and now has found me. I call upon thee to help me recognize a new church of Saint Cuthbert to establish upon this relic."
As you're searching around too, you happen to find a tome, Baron. And in that tome, your greedy little fingers realize that every known 4th level spell is contained in this book.
Are there other?
There's thousands of books in here, so it would take you days to go through everything, but you happen to find one, and it just so happened that this one contains every 4th level spell you have ever heard of.
Please place this into the bag of holding for safekeeping.
Okay.
And I will continue to look around and just sort of try not to wet myself and peruse. Because this is the place, this is what Baron dreams of every night.
Yeah, we need to move along so we can find the sword.
Yeah, we still need to
I
find the sword.
really don't want to stay here any longer either.
What about some of these scrolls? Scrolls, books.
You want to stand here all day and read scrolls?
No.
You want to be found by him when you're looking through his library?
Baron is looking at these things. He is he's looking at him. He's looking for anything that would be immediately useful.
I am going to say that you managed to find a scroll that has magic missile cast at 16th level.
10,000 times.
No. one copy as you're doing a quick search, but that's really all that you managed to find right now.
If we all hold hands, can we all teleport together?
Let me go ahead and write that down on my. Let me write both of those down on my sheet. Okay, I'm going to resist the temptation of stuffing everything in this room into the bag of holding.
I'm putting the scroll in the book on the treasure trove.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, if we hold hands, can we all teleport together?
No, I think it's I'm not sure what the rule is on.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah, that the.
Well, you call it teleport with no error?
Teleport without error, yeah.
It's probably an or something.
I'm not sure.
I know it exists. I know it exists in Old School, so.
Yeah.
So no sword of Kos in this room.
Not that you have been able to find, no.
All right, I'm going to enter and do one quick search because I'm going to find the sword for everyone.
Okay.
We need, Or no armor in here either?
No, doesn't appear to be any.
One.
Nice. I'm trying to see It's weird because I thought it mentioned it in here. But, give me just a second. There's some. I'm missing something here, and I don't know what I did with it. And I had everything written. I actually printed this thing out so that I wouldn't have to go digging through the whole PDF on stuff. But give me 2 seconds.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I'll look it through my Unearthed Arcana while it falls apart on me.
Yeah, mine's in the up on the shelf. I bought a one from drive-through.
Yeah, I need to buy a reprint.
Yeah, that's what I did. I bought a reprint so I can use it for play. And I have a PDF too.
So, all right. So as you're searching around, Nephron, in and amongst some dusty books and papers and stuff, you're just kind of kicking things around while Baron's going crazy, finding his magic book full of spells and scrolls, and Zadkill is peeing himself over finding this holy blade. You find this little box, and you pull the box out, and it's probably like a footman's locker, probably about 4 or 5 feet long, give or take, a couple feet high, but it has a old rusted padlock on it. And you go to sort of jimmy it, but it's the lock appears to be stuck.
I found.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like a mahogany wood with an old rusted padlock on it.
Eris, you think you can take this lock off?
Probably. Teleport without errors unless it's on a 7th
Okay,
level.
thank you.
Yeah, it is. I found it.
Thank you.
I have to look at teleport though. Something about the weight or whatever.
All right. Anyway, so you found this wooden crate made of sort of a mahogany type wood, has a nice padlock on it. As Varys manages to pick the lock, the lock gives way, and you're able to flip the latch. Do we want to open the lid?
Yes, we do.
You flip the lid open, and inside you see a plane doesn't appear to have any traps on it.
I was going to check.
Yep. No, that's what I said. Yeah, no, as you roll, I looked and saw what you were rolling, so yeah. Varys, as you quickly check it over before you let the greedy gnome's little fingers get on it, and you find no traps. And Nephron, you flip the lid open. Inside, you can see it's a plain wooden box on the inside, nothing special or fancy, no special carvings or anything, but inside you can see a rather nice looking blue and gold cloth that is wrapping up some bundle on the inside.
Huh. Can I just kind of take the box and just kind of, is there like a bench? I can kind of just dump the cloths onto a bench?
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah,
as you
let's do that.
sort of pick it up. It's a little heavy and it's a little awkward for you to carry this thing as short as you are and stuff, but you sort of waddle your way over and you manage to dump the contents out and the cloth, and you hear a heavy ka-thunk as the cloth and the item that's wrapped up in it collapse onto the table. And this cloth is actually really nice. It's sort of a blue and gold. It has all kinds of symbols and stuff sort of embroidered into it. It's a very, very nice looking cloth. Probably, 5, 6, 7 feet long, a few feet wide. Just used to wrap up whatever this bundle is.
Huh. Okay. I'm going to slowly start unwrapping the cloth, like Christmas.
Okay. As you grab a hold of the cloth to move it, you feel this sensation in your hand. And there's a tingling that starts at your fingertips that runs to your palms. And then it begins to run up your arms. And it gets to your shoulders and across your chest. And you feel this tingling sensation pass over your entire body. And then it fades away. And you are now the benefactor of a permanent bless spell for the rest of your life. Inside the cloth, you can see what looks to be a short sword of some type, but the blade, not the blade, but the hilt, is actually looks longer than one would expect for a regular short sword. The blade itself is about 2 feet long, right? But the hilt adds another 2 feet to the overall length. So while the blade itself is a short sword, the hilt makes it like even longer. You can see that the blade itself, the edge is in this sort of a flame and water style, where its edge is kind of rippled with iridescent undulations, almost like I don't want to say a sawtooth or anything, but it's kind of like wavy, slightly along the blade. You can see. Beg your pardon, sir?
You mean a flame rouge?
Yes, something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one over here.
Okay, yeah. So the blade is rippled with iridescent sort of undulations that are impressed into it through the manufacture of the blade. It just has this kind of a rippled effect. You can see that there is a single vein of gold running from the tip all the way down the center spine of the blade itself. The hilt itself, you can see, is wrapped in red leather that has flakes of gold in it. And the guards actually look to be of some sort of a horned bone of some kind. So the cross guard, where they sort of prop out, it looks literally like two horns, kind of almost like unicorn horns, the way it's sort of rolled and tapered to a point as they stick out. And on the where the hilt meets the blade, on that little the pommel there, you can see there is a like an engraving or a carving of a bearded man's face, sort of snarling. So which is kind of weird as you're looking at the flat end where the hilt forms, right? So you got the horned area sort of poking out to the sides where you would be holding it, and then right there, think of it as, instead of a family shield or crest there, it's like an engraving of the face of a bearded man.
With the long handle, I probably can't even wield it, can I?
No, you can. Yep. As you pick it up, it actually feels very balanced in your hand.
Okay. Interesting. I just thought because of the length of it, I'd be too small to wield it.
No, not really. Not really.
Okay.
So it might be a little awkward or a little different than a normal. But as you sort of grip the hilt, you feel a very sudden urge to remove your own hand.
No! Do I get a save?
Yes. I need a saving throw versus spells, please.
Okay. Oh, we were joking about Evil Dead. Here we go.
Got an ad break coming up in 55.
You replace your hand with a chainsaw.
As
That was what I needed.
you find yourself sort of bringing the blade back, and you put your hand sort of on the bench where you rolled it out, and you go to bring the blade down, and you suddenly catch yourself, and you let the blade go, and it clatters to the floor. As you realize that the only way to truly properly wield that blade is if you have the hand of Vecna to guide it.
Well, there's a sword of Kos. Anybody want to lose a hand?
Well, I mean, it might be. I mean,
Ronnie can't wield that.
Neither can Declan.
All right. If I'm gonna retire this character, I might as well go out and with his glory, roll all of Greyhawk. Well, maybe. I do have the hand, so.
Well, there you go.
Alright, I'm gonna go over.
You want to flip a coin for it?
I mean, I don't mind if you want me the guy with the hand.
No, if you want to do it, I'm okay with you doing it. I just, if you don't want to do it, I'll flip a coin for you because I think we have no choice.
I'm being the DM here, and I'm being an observer from afar. But damn it, every frickin' week, I heard nothing but how Nephron's going to go slay Vecna. And now the time comes where he gets his opportunity, and he's going to defer to the elf.
All right. Give me the hand. Give me the damn hand.
Swamp really with me, and I'll swamp him. And,
yeah, I'll give you the scalp. I'll take the hand. All right, fair enough.
Come on.
All right.
You want to? Should I prepare? I can prepare it by putting a tourniquet on and all that. Something tells me though this is going to be a magical thing.
Yeah. Well, all right. I pick up the sword and take the hand. I don't start to stop it, and I'll put the hand of Vecna on.
As you watch as he grabs a hold of the blade, placing his hand down. I want you to explain to the world, Nephron, exactly what they see Nephron doing. Give us a little bit of detail on the thoughts that are going through Nephron's mind as he's bringing this blade down to remove his own hand for some, hopefully, greater purpose, but perhaps a nefarious one at that.
All he's thinking is, oh shit, why did I leave the Underdark? Why did I leave the Underdark? The Underdark was peaceful. The Underdark was peaceful. As I cut the hand off and then quickly grab Vecna's hand and put it right where the stub is.
You slam the blade down, splintering through the wood of the table, taking your hand off. You scream in pain, even with the aid provided by Deglin. There is this rush of pain, and blood just sort of gushes out of your hand, even though it's partially tied off. It's not good enough as the blood spurts every so often as your heart begins to beat faster and faster. You suffer 9 hit points of damage, by the way, for removing the hand. You grab the hand of Vecna and you stick it onto your bloody stumped wrist. At first, nothing happens. And you're like, oh, fuck, I just wasted this entire thing. It's not even the real hand. What the hell?
It's not the sword of Kos. Excellent.
Oh, it's a sword. It's a sword, but the stump isn't connected, right? You don't have to have the sword of Kos to have it work with the hand. You can use any blade to cut your hand off, but you cut your hand off, but then you watch as suddenly these little tendrils begin to reach out, and the necrotic, or the how do you say necrotic?
Necrotic is the right word.
Well, yeah, necrotic is it? There's no necroticize or whatever. The necrotic flesh of this gray, ancient, leathery stump begins to graft itself onto your hand. The pain just it won't go away, and it's almost as if it intensifies. As the hand begins to fully grasp at the wrist, you can see that the gray, emaciated, bone-colored skin begins to creep up until it ends probably halfway up your forearm. Again, the pain is excruciating, but you feel this euphoric rush of power as if you now hold the power of the gods in your left hand. You realize that the belt around your waist is a belt of fire giant strength as you instantly recognize the magic items that you that you now have on your person. Anything unknown is now immediately known to you. And you open your eyes, and as everybody looks, you can see that his left eye, is this bloody red shade, as if somebody busted every blood vessel in your left eye. Your right eye seems normal, but your left eye has that sort of haven't slept for 6 months kind of look, and you've been rubbing it for days. Just has that serious bloodshot red. As I said, you
It's gonna be
feel
worth a couple of rounds of drinks. at the
you
Wizard's
feel
Tower.
this euphoric sense of power as you pick up the blade, and all of the power of the blade sort of rushes to you, and you immediately look straight up because you can sense your ancient foe, the creature that you were destined to destroy from the time you were born to the time that the final act occurs. And you know where Vecna is, and you know that the blade you now carry will end his existence in the multiverse.
And I tell everyone, I have the power. I know. We shall go kill him now.
Let's go to Grayskull. He has the power.
Is it an evil act to attack him and take his arm and make my own arm? No,
Would it be an evil act?
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Okay. No. Hey, man, you're the paladin. You play what you need to play.
All right. So next week?
No, it's this week. As you now have the blade in your hand. What do you wish to do?
Okay.
We got 30 minutes to
Okay.
do this.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, I know what to do now. I know where he is.
Well,
then you said
you know where he is, and well, you guys kind of knew where he was anyway, right? You just haven't physically seen him, but with the hand on, you can now sense exactly where he is. And
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna take that my hand and rub and over the before we go through and make sure I don't do my power word kill this time going that way, and then up the stairs, and I'm gonna go take on Vecna.
Okay. As you all traipse your way up the stairs.
Before we go up the stairs, Baron reaches in, thumbs through his backpack, and pulls out a scroll and sticks it under his arm.
Okay.
We have no need of that magic. I will take care of this.
Baron looks skeptical at this point, but he looks at the scroll.
You guys continue, or you leave this level. Oh, excuse me. Belching. You depart this level and begin once again working your way up the black marbled stairs. The stairs that depict hundreds and hundreds of dead bodies, all in various states of laying out, each one of them looking as if it was a Medusa turned a person to stone, and then they turned them black somehow and made stairwells out of them. But you slowly traipse your way up, led by Nephron, who is carrying the sword of Kas, who has this bloodied stump now grafted, I should say this leathered hand now grafted to his bloody stump. The blood still flowing down your arms, although it's grafted. It's not complete, so there is still blood dripping down, forming sort of a slick stickiness on the blade as you carry it up to the top of the stairs. As you approach closer, once again you can see what used to be a doorway or a door has been blasted open by some massive arcane energy, and whatever held it in place is no longer there. There's now a wide open double door, like almost a 10-foot wide gaping hole leading into the chamber of whatever is up there.
Okay, is this where Nephron? Is this where Vecna is?
Yes, he's up here somewhere.
Okay, this is what I'm going to need all of you to do. Okay, I'm going to need you to back down the stairway roughly about 100 feet while I cast the spell.
Okay.
Off of the scroll.
Okay.
As you get up to the top of the stairs then, Baron, you can see a large room lying before you. Looks completely different than any of the other rooms. This one looks like a giant open cavern with this massive throne across the chamber with a wide dais set of stairs leading up to it. Standing up on the throne, surrounded by a massive glowing ball of energy, is none other than what you can assume to be Vecna, his eye glowing brightly as he sends massive barrages of magical energy down toward the bottom of the stairs, where you can see deflecting and tossing aside these energies is none other than Ayuz himself, as he is slowly trying to work his way through the magical protection that Vecna has provided onto himself. But it appears to be slow going. You can see there are other creatures in the room in the form of, looks like ogres perhaps, and maybe some clerics or priests. All of them, though, appear to be devoted to Vecna, but all of them are standing there in awe as these two demigods are slamming their most powerful and ancient arcane energies into one another.
Okay, good. I motion everybody to back up like I asked. I'll back up a little bit more so that I'm not near Ayuz.
Oh yeah, I can. I'll put it on the map here. I mean, I'll activate this map, but just know that you're the only one really there.
Okay, and I open the scroll.
Okay.
And the scroll is an anti-magic spell.
Okay.
Shell, which I had gotten a while back, but could never use.
Okay.
Okay. It is a 6th level spell. I
Right.
cannot cast 6th level spells.
Okay.
But I can cast it off of the scroll at I guess a slight penalty.
There is. Okay.
Okay, so I will do so. You tell me what the penalty is.
I think we did this once before. It's for every level below the level that you need to cast. It's normally isn't it 50%? And then it's a 2% penalty for every spell level or every level you are below the spell required. So you're 10th level, right? Or 11th?
11th. I'm 11th
All right,
level.
So
and I can cast 5th level spells.
Okay, so at 12th level, you should be able to cast 6th level. So it's going to be a 52% chance that it fails. So 48% chance of success.
Okay, I'm going to roll two percentile dice.
Yep.
and I'm going to hope for the best here.
So what are you casting the anti-magic shell on?
And it looks like I failed.
What are you casting it on in the first place?
Anti-magic shell is cast around me.
Okay.
Okay, and it basically says that if it works, okay, no magic gets through.
Right.
Period.
Right. So as you are casting the spell, it begins to go off, and this magical force begins to form around you. You suddenly feel this almost a sixth sense that you're being watched. And as you look up, you see Vecna standing at the top of his staircase at his throne, just sort of smiles, gives a slight grimace, and snaps his fingers, and everything around you just sort of fizzles, and your magical bubble of anti-magic energy fades into nothingness.
Okay.
Okay, wizard, we tried it your way. Now we do it my way. I'm going to charge into the room.
All right.
Okay. It would have been, yeah. I mean, it would have been nice had that worked, because you could have run right through that shell and had a short sword, and as soon as you left that bubble that was around me, you would have had a magic short sword.
So
Okay.
really quick here, I want to do this.
Did you know the sword is an artifact? The anti-magic shell would not affect the artifact, probably.
All right. So I just want to give this as, so this is kind of the scene that we set before everything goes to hell in a handbasket. A large
It's gonna go
room
now.
a large room lies before you. Scintillating colors seem to engulf the entire chamber, spinning in a wild kaleidoscope patterns, appearing at once like beams of light and sheets of material carrying on an invisible maelstrom. Nevertheless, you can see the room shares many of the features of the chambers that you first entered when you arrived in Vecna's palace. You're not even sure how long ago, last session. Between last session and now, you guys just don't remember. The walls themselves are covered with murals displaying Vecna's armies waging bloody battles against forces of knights and priests. You see before you a small or a high ceiling chamber with bodies of ogres and humans scattered across the floor amid piles of shattered skeletons. Numerous ogres and a small group of humans all stand around the room transfixed, as though, although some seem to notice you guys as you arrive, and they do seem alert. One of the humans closest to you off to your right turns to face you, a dark expression on his gore-spattered face, his hand gripping a holy symbol of Ayus about his neck. "Stay out of this, or you will die." Beyond that man, against the far wall, is the spider throne of Vecna. On the steps before the spider's throne stands a bent, ugly old man dressed in black. Sweat beads on his forehead as he slashes with a short sword at the colors spinning around him. His one left eye gleams with an intense red light that seems to cut through the waves of color as easily as his sword. The other sword he wields appears to be the sword of Cass. It's exactly like the sword that you have in your hand now. Your eyes fall upon the spot from which the room-filling colors emanate. Seated on the spider throne is a hideous figure, a robed-clad, decaying skeleton with a single eye that glows with unearthly malevolence. The undead creature traces glowing symbols and patterns in the air, making arcane gestures with his right hand. His left arm, on one arm of the throne, ends in a withered stump. You can see, as I said, the two are going at it, waging war as only two titans of the cosmos can. However, you guys all watch as the battle unfolds. Now, I know not everybody is going to want to do anything, which is why I'm not going through any kind of a combat normal process that we do. I know that only one of you has said that they want to really do anything. But you can look and you can see as the two creatures continue to wage at it. The figure of Ayus, which is obviously here down at the bottom of the stairs, has this blade that looks just like the sword of Kas as he's slamming into this colored shell and protectiveness that's being lashed all around Vecna himself. Slowly, as you guys arrive, you watch, sort of taken aback at first by what's going on. And in fact, I need everybody, if you would be so kind, to give me a... Where are we? Everybody give me a saving throw versus spells with a -4 penalty. So you get all your other bonuses that you normally get, but then you get a -4 as a penalty. Everybody needs to give me that.
Okay. Spell. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. And let's see. Okay.
I missed mine by 4, but I didn't get my.
Here goes nothing. That looks sounded good.
Yeah, remember, it doesn't add any,
Yeah, it's pretty weird it doesn't do it.
line or anything. That's why I manually did it.
Yep. All right,
It's
so
just my
Baron, you
mistake.
failed by 6. I know you don't have. You have a. God damn it! You have a cloak and a ring and all that. What all do you have for protective?
Oh, that's all. I rolled it off of my character sheet.
I know. I'm not worried about that. It's because we already determined the character sheets don't, for some reason, they don't add the bonuses from like rings and stuff like that you're supposed to have.
Okay. Let's see. Now go back to gear and check. All right. Bracers of armor, AC 4.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Okay, cloak of protection 1.
Okay.
+1, and ring of protection 2.
All right, so that gives you 3 more. So you still failed by 3.
Okay. Well, I have
you have
something
10
I can
points.
use then.
You have 10 points. So you're
Okay.
gonna use.
I will use the points that I need to
All right.
save myself.
All right, so you're down to 7 points, and now you have saved. All right, let's see who else. Ronnie succeeded. Zadkiel, you have a protection ring or cloak of protection.
Yep.
Which do you have?
Yeah, cloak of protection.
Is that it?
believe. I mean, then my abilities against saving throws. That's about it.
Yeah, no, just the abilities. It's already your natural abilities are already calculated in. We just know that for some reason.
That's all I got.
All right, so Zadkiel failed. Deglin, you failed by
2
4, but it
plus
didn't
3 is
include your
5.
ring or cloak.
It's 3 points.
Correct. So I'll use 2 points on the other stuff.
All right, so you got 2. Yep, so that leaves you 3 points.
Yes, sir.
All right, so and Nephron,
Nat 1, not going to get there unless
Yeah,
the sword
not gonna
does
get-
something for me.
you are unaffected because
Yes.
you have the hand and the sword. You are unaffected. So as you guys watch, Zadkill just sort of goes slack, and for the next 8 rounds at least, Zadkill, you are essentially in awe of what is going on before you. The fact that there are 2 massive deities going at it in front of you. All right. So the battle wages, and again, for those that are not involved, Baron, you've already cast your spell. We already know what Nephron plans to do, but the rest, and Zadkill, you're sort of out of it. So anybody else that may want to do something or try something,
I'd love to cast a spell.
Okay. So we'll just, again, I'm not doing preloaded actions. This is when it comes to your turn, then we will ask you what you want to do and we'll allow you to do that. But you watch as Vecna continues to cast whatever it is he's casting, and he blasts out at Ayuz, who slices through it with this blade that he's got, his eye glowing. You can see that apparently he has the eye of Vecna, and he has removed his own eye and put it in there as he's trying to take over the power of Vecna, but he has to slay Vecna to drain his essence as he does. Ayuz begins to slam through, and you guys watch in absolute awe as this old man, for lack of a better term, begins to slowly, carefully, steadily move his way through the magical protective shell. What? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong damn thing. No one was like, what? Why am I not reading this? You watch as Ayuz begins to slowly work his way through the magic protections. Suddenly, as you guys are just getting ready to prepare, Nephron, you've moved halfway through the chamber. Go ahead and move yourself up. You've begun to run in there, and you get right about there, and you watch as suddenly Vecna bursts through the magical protection Ayuz bursts through the magical protections afforded by Vecna around himself. A look of disbelief appears on Vecna's withered features as Ayuz raises the sword of Kas high above him and brings it down in a dreadful arc, slamming into the chest of Vecna, only to see the blade shatter and disintegrate upon
because I have the real
chest.
blade.
The old one stands there dumbfounded, as though transfixed. He can't even muster a surprised gasp as he stares at the bladeless hilt in his hand. Vecna looks down upon him, however, and stands to his feet, stepping down a step. You were always feeble-minded and weak, Ayuz, he says. His voice as he speaks sounds not like one man, but like 1,000 whispering voices speaking all at once in unison. You inherited your father's brains and scope of vision, and it shows. But now you will pay the price for your arrogance and your stupidity. And as he does, his hand reaches out and grips Vecna's balding skull. The other god, Ayuz, bursts into flames. He screams. The flames seem drawn up into Vecna's body, disappearing into his empty socket. As you watch as Ayuz's head throws back, his mouth open and gapping and actually widening, as if the sheer volume of his voice is forcing his jaw to separate from the upper half, widening and widening as his head throws back. The flames of his that seem to be consuming his body get sucked up and just disappear like a channel floating through the air and being sucked into the eye socket of Vecna. As you are all watching, suddenly the fellow who's clutching Ayuz's symbol screams out,
You must do something! For the sake of the multiverse, you must kill him! Kill him! You have the blade! Kill Vecna!
Nephron, you're up.
Yeah. I am charging, and then I am going to charge and attack.
As he sees you charging up, he screeches out as he pulls his hand back, and Ayuz's body falls to the ground, flames continuing to be sucked from his body into a magical channel that gets sucked up into Vecna's eye. Spare me your pitiful resistance. And as you get up to him, you watch as quickly as you were able to move is how quickly that this transference seemed to occur as Ayuz's body dissolves into a smoking ash and a final few wisps of flame spin upward through the air. The ash and flame merge to form a ghostly hand on Vecna's left wrist stump. Nothing remains of the old one but a small black gem where he stood. Within a split second, the decaying and rotting form that had been struggling with Ayuz is now transformed into a tall, dark-haired man with handsome features. His eyes glow with an unholy red fire, and a cold, humorless grin appears on his face. Looking down at Nephron, you have lost. Looking at the rest of you, you have all lost. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I don't have the Sword of Caso to attack.
That's okay.
With.
Just do whatever and add a plus 15 to your attack roll.
Okay.
God
so I'll
Daniels.
just do. Okay. So I can just do it. I guess just do a short sword and then add plus.
Yeah.
Well, this is plus 2, so I add plus 13 more. I guess. This is plus 2.
No,
because this is a plus 2 one.
No, this gives you a plus. Yeah. Okay. So it's a plus 15 hit. So you have a plus 2. Actually, the Sword of Cass is a plus 4 anyway. So you can add an additional 2. That's still a 28 hits armor class -10. Actually, that's good because his AC is -10. By the way.
Oh wow. Okay. And what kind of damage do I do with this thing?
Just go ahead and roll your D6. Let me see where it says. Sorry, I don't have that sheet printed out because I'm an idiot. Let me
just roll a D100.
Yeah, don't roll D100. Why not? Let's see. Let's see.
Hell, my magic didn't save me. Maybe yours will.
I was kind of hoping the sword would just incinerate him, but
the Sword of Cass has both constant and invoked abilities. All right, it's a +6 defender. So your actual, so that's +6 damage. Plus your
Fire Giant, so that's 10, so it's plus 16.
You don't have to, you can add +6, but the strength bonus should already be automatically added.
Okay, so I'll just add 4 more to my, well, no, that's attack, because it's not, I think I just got to roll a D6 and we can add 16 to it.
Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, D6 add 16. Also, just so you're aware, it grants the spell Foresight, which allows you to see in the future just a very minor bit, although not 100% guaranteed the future. It defiles all holy water within a 30-foot radius. In addition, it grants complete immunity from fear, charm, hold, and magic missile spells.
Nice.
That's constant.
So I did 20 to him. To him.
The blade slams into Vecna. Let me take that off really quick before I forget, because he doesn't have a shit ton, but he's got a lot. Vecna stumbles backwards from the blow as he has a true look of shock on his face that you were able to strike him with the blade as he realizes what the blade actually is. His right hand goes to the bleeding gash the blade made. His face grows dark, and he curses you in a language that you do not understand. Though his very words, while you might be immune to fear, you do tremble a little bit as you realize that he now has godlike powers in him. Suddenly, the floor beneath you vanishes, and you fall into a pit that seemingly goes forever. And you guys all watch as your friend and companion disappears into a void in the ground. Vecna looks at all of you. I am done here. I have told you you have lost. I shall remake the universe in the image that I want. He is no longer seeming angry or surprised, although his hand, you can see, is bloodied by the fact that he's holding this gaping wound caused by Nephron. I am done here. The godlings who played at rulership here will trouble me no more, and this reality is but one of many that will be destroyed in but moments. It has always been my destiny to be the master of all that is, was, or will ever be. With the aid of the serpent, I will undo what has been and is now. I shall master all that will be. You no longer concern me. Farewell, heroes. We shall not meet again. Suddenly, everything around you devolves into mist, and you, along with all of the survivors of Ayuz's battle that were in this room, are plunged uncontrollably downward into a bottomless abyss. Vecna, it appears, has won. And that's where we'll pick it up.
Disbelieve.
And that's where we will pick it up next week.
I give him potion and I give him the
The ones where you mess with kids.
All right, DM. Be looking forward to next week.
All right, thank you.
I really, really appreciate everybody kind of hanging out with us tonight. It was fun.
Right.
It was fun. All right, we shall see you guys next time.
All right, guys, gotta go.
All right.
Aloha.
I'm going to try to find somebody that we can bounce over to, but I really do appreciate everybody that hung out with us tonight. We had a pretty decent crowd. Hey, thank you for the Nat 20, Corvus. I didn't even see it. I didn't need it, but we're going to carry all of our stuff over till next session. So I really appreciate that. God, none of my players are hanging around to bounce, man. That's kind of fun.
I'm here.
Well, I know you are. Well, you always hang around. That's because you have no life.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, I appreciate it. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody. Next week will be our final session of this particular campaign. And then we are going to be starting a new first level campaign. I really got to know, would anybody be interested in trying to use Daggerheart as a system? Because there is a Foundry system that is amazing. It's got a built-in character builder, makes everything super simple, easy for that. The hardest part's kind of learning how to do things. It's a little more role-play intensive for those that might be interested. But I'm not sure. But we can discuss it. But regardless, after we finish this particular game, whenever we finish this particular game, we're going to be starting a first level. So
It's still going to be first edition, or is it going to be second?
Well, that's what I'm saying is I am wanting to know if anybody would be interested in doing Daggerheart.
I'd have to look more into it. I just saw you post some
Yeah.
stuff about it, but I don't know anything about it.
No, it's the brand new system that the guys that do Critical Role, they kind of worked with the guys from Darrington Press and stuff, and they put out the new game system. It's been in beta testing for about a year. I watched. It has old school feel to it, right? There's not like a lot of, I can do 5,000 different abilities like 5th edition has, right? it really does go back to some old school stuff. Most of your abilities are based on your race, you know, stuff like that. So, but it's like I said, I can do invites to you guys. That I created a game on Forge, so you can go check it out. And if you want, we can plan a day. We can all kind of meet and chat, and we can go into the Forge and we can go into the game and we can kind of go through the character builder. But what I love about the game, I mean, I love first edition, but the reason I love first edition is the old school deadliness of it. So dig this. In this game system, let's say you have 7 hit points, right? That's actually a lot, right? When you get hit, how badly you get hit determines how many hit points. So if you get a minor hit, you lose 1 hit point. You get a major hit, you get 2 hit points. If you get I forget what it's called, but like a critical hit, it takes off 3 hit points, right? But you have abilities that can give you that hit point back. Like, oh, I'm going to spend this amount of an ability and I can get some hit points back or whatever, right? But when you hit 0, you got 3 choices. You can either play dead, right? Hey, I'm just going to be out of the battle and I'm out, I'm unconscious or whatever. I can take a chance and I can roll my 2 dice, because in this game you always roll 2 12-sided dice to hit or whatever. You roll the 2 dice and you have to meet a certain score. If you fail, then you die. If you succeed, you get brought back, and whatever your score is, that's how many points and stuff you can bring back. So there's a lot of really cool. And then the last one is you can go out in a blaze of glory, which is an automatic critical hit. And so you just have to roll the damage. You can just roll the damage. But again, it's a blaze of glory and you die. So there's a lot of cool concepts in the game that I really like that give it a really, really old school feel. Again, it may be just something I'm going to try on the side. I don't know if I want to like jump right in and do it, because everybody would be learning the game system. But I highly encourage anybody, if you like Critical Role at all,
My daughter watches it. I don't.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube and just look up Critical Role and then watch their Age of Umbra. It's the setting is the Age of Umbra, right? And that's the other thing about the new game system. They provide you these campaign frameworks. Like there's one framework's the Age of Umbra. The gods have abandoned everybody, and there's this evil, malevolent force that kind of covers the world, and there's these pyres of light that sort of keep the darkness at bay, and if that darkness ever goes out, you got to find a way to relight it and stuff like that. So that's that world, right? They have another one that's like a Western world, like it's the old Shadow, not Shadowrun, but they do have one that's like Shadowrun. It's sort of a high tech sort of a game or a world or whatever, but you literally build everything as you go. Your characters, and it, like I said, it's really intensive role playing, because you have to develop your character. They ask all these questions during the character building stage. Where did you come from? Who do you know? Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Right? And a lot of times during the game, the character will get asked, hey, explain to me something that would like really, in your character's mind, something that you lived through that haunts you to this day, right? And the DM uses that as part of the role play interaction to say, hey, you suddenly see these visions that conjure this up. You know what I mean? So it's a very role play intensive type of a system. But like I said, even if you only watch the first 2 episodes, Session 0 and Session 1. Session 0 is the character builder. Character builder 1, it kind of is all over the place, because you got 6 people sitting there trying to build characters, and they're sharing the cards, because the game comes with cards that say, hey, instead of having to remember everything, you just have the card in front of you so you can flip it up. I like it better on the Foundry version because it's on the character sheet. Everything you have is on the character sheet. So anyway, I encourage you just to go check it out, because it really, to me, it does have a very old school feel to it. But anyway, all that is to say is that next week will probably be our last session, because you guys are going to wake up in a cool place, and then you got to try to find Vecna and finish him off. And then spoiler alert, sorry. And then, like I said, we will, I know we got like 3 players probably not going to be coming back. So we'll have to get 2 or 3 new players. I think I'd like to have 5 players for the next game. Don't know if I like 6, but 5 I think would be good. But
5's a good number.
Yeah. So, but my intent is, I'm probably it's going to start in Diamond Lake. That's where the campaign's going to start, and every character is going to be from Diamond Lake. That's where we're going to start at. So hopefully that'll be cool. So, and then Deglin will be the one to be able to provide guidance to everybody because he is the priest of the town. So anyway, I really appreciate everybody tonight. Let's look and see, who do we even have out there that we can bounce over to. I don't even know. Darling's not out there. No, not still Luna. Quests and Chaos, Lollygaggers. Let's go check out Eric again. I like going over to those guys. They have a good thing going on, so we're gonna bounce on over to them. So, but I appreciate everybody that was hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate everybody that stayed the whole time. Can't believe you guys did, and we did not even. Oh, great! It's not connecting. That sucks.
It's not good.
What the hell? Oh, it actually sent me over to him. I didn't mean to do that. No, it didn't. All right, cool. So anyway, we're going to raid over to Game Master Eric. Hopefully, I got that right, and I did. Yay! So hopefully, you guys will join us for our final session of this campaign next week. I guarantee everybody will have enough experience to level by next week. But I think that'll be fun. But yeah, it was good, man. It was a good session tonight. I think even without going into a break, nobody complained, and when everybody got to do. I mean, it wasn't a lot that went on, but it was actually kind of cool going through all this stuff. So, but anyway, appreciate you guys. We will see you. God, we're not gaming this Friday. Well, we might game this Friday. I haven't heard back from everybody, but we might game this Friday since we missed last Friday because we had a bunch of people missing. But if not, then we'll see you next Monday. But keep an eye out in the Discord for those that know. Otherwise, just remember, in a world that you can be anything that you want, all we ask is that you be kind. Peace, folks. See ya.
Later.
Seen anything weird? Well, that's kind of funny. Huh. That's why. That kind of sucks.
What did it do?
There was a typo, but apparently the typo was somebody that exists.
Wow.
Let's try this. I wonder if it'll let me raid again. Let's try. It won't let me raid off of here. That sucks.
Oh, well.
I forgot the word the. Oh, well, some dude. He only has one follower, but that's okay. We got him. We're out of here. I'll see you guys. I feel like such a dunce.